session of,
Mm.
and it was the best of times with the worst of times. No, that's wrong. Think, damn it, think. Okay, so we had made this like weird little corruption of the adventure path. So instead of Rise of the Rune Lords, it became Rise of the Steam Lords. Because we had the whole thing with we had a person who was making like steampunk jokes, and he was going to play a siege wizard, and they thought, at some point maybe I'm going to like have some brass steel golems, steam golems and stuff like that, and just sort of came to the point where, well, instead of the Rise of the Rune Lords, what about the Rise of the Steam Lords? Because we have this like one person who was destined to rise above the rest as a steampunk 𝓓𝓪𝓷𝓵 sort of a character, and then everyone turned, well, let's all make characters that somehow have something to be related with steampunk. So I made a human cleric who was using a 𝓮𝓺𝓷𝓮'𝓼 𝓛𝓲𝓷𝓴𝓼. Problem with that was a human cleric of the Pumpkin King, or of the Pumpkin King, the Lantern King, one of the Fey eldest. Because I thought, wait, like the icon is a brass lantern. That is steampunk as fuck. Like, just think about that, going around using a brass lantern as your spell focus when casting spells.
I have to agree with that. Yeah, it is.
So yeah, I did that, but problem with that was that, okay, I was going to be Fey-found, like I was raised by Fey creatures, but I didn't have enough intelligence to have a bonus language. So I asked the GM, hey, can I just like for the first level, like instead of having common be my language the one language I speak, have it be Sylvan instead? Because I really want to like have this whole like, okay, why are you worshipping the Lantern King at first level? Well, raised by Fey.
Yeah.
So I was raised by Fey. I only knew Sylvan, but we all had like a profound like feeling of being pulled towards Sandpoint, because that is where the 𝓓𝓪𝓷𝓵 was, or whatever. That was where the rising Steam Lord was.
Yeah.
His idea was, he was a siege wizard. His plan was to like have a light ballista mounted to a cart, be pulled by a horse. So we started off with we started off playing with a light ballista in the party. But yeah, so I started off playing a character that did not know common. I could not speak common, so the only way I could speak was like trying to do pantomime and stuff like that, like trying my best to like not what's the word? Trying my best like find ways of speaking without speaking.
Yeah.
I mean that sort of makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the whole party
It does.
said, "Well, we have a horse that needs to be put into the stable at some point. Let's go take the girl who can't speak common. Let's just watch her fumble about. Like she does this weird hand gestures and speaks in this weird language. Let's see what happens when she tries to put the horses into the stable." And yeah, somehow I managed, but it was very, very problematic.
I can imagine.
One moment. I'm gonna have some fun, and you can't stop me.
Alright, I forgot this was the Shadow Slayer type I have. That's cool.
Yeah. By the way, he's already started the cold open.
Oh, I know. I
Yep.
saw.
Yeah.
That's where I'm talking about first, second, third, fourth, the forwards of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to be fair, it didn't start until after you had Ford.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It started like just at the beginning of the story.
It was
That-
where
that
it
is what-
just
Partially
happened.
Partially that is why I was stalling, because I was given it time to catch up, but didn't know how big the delay was when he pressed it. I figured, might as well like have partial this story, whatever.
Might as well, right?
Okay, and now that I've done at least one of the tokens, as I did that, now it's time to unveil Dane's new picture.
Thank you.
I went ahead and did some slight editorialization. I noticed there was like the token; it was like cut off at the top, and yeah. Oh wait.
I mean, I don't mind a little off the top.
Well, I do.
Yeah, but
besides,
that's
now the
scalping.
Yeah, I was gonna
Now,
say.
now the token is likewise to the others. So there we go. There's Dane's new token.
Hey,
Why is there?
we need that. That's honestly
Fuck.
perfect.
How dare you?
I'll
You-
change it.
He has a permanent silence curse passed on him right now.
No,
yeah.
I
We gotta
do
cure
not.
it.
I am not an
You-
oracle.
You are now you now need to be an Oracle of Tongues.
Take one level in Oracle to proceed.
Without
Yeah.
oh goodness me! Oh no! Oh
Give enough
no,
experience
no,
and I
okay.
will.
I just thought of a way how I can use character classes as like magical curses.
Oh yeah.
Giving
Okay.
you an unrelated level in Oracle without it affecting your total character level.
Oh my god. So, that's actually brilliant. It's
One
just the
moment
first
while I
one.
look this up. One moment while I just have a look at the Oracle page, just so I can make sure that this actually can make sense.
I like
But
how
I'm
it is a
actually
joke,
like-
and now it's actually like, wait, we can
It-
do this.
To be
And here's the
fair,
thing.
oracles always gain the curse at first level, so
Yeah,
the
that's
fact that it
why.
could
Yeah.
work.
So that's what I'm thinking. Like I'm gonna give you like as the curse. I'm giving you mystery, curse, and the revelation. Just completely unrelated.
That means if I want to if I actually want to improve or if I want to improve or stop this curse, I actually have to start leveling up Oracle. If you
Or-
fucking
or
force it
has-
on
You
me,
can technically treat it as a mythic class, technically.
good.
Well, here's the thing. Here's what I was thinking of.
Mhm.
Because you are cursed with a mystery and you're cursed with tongues. For example, let's just say tongues. Go down and check out the curse of tongues.
I mean, you get a
And-
language.
I suppose your revelation would be that you get a bonus language. You can always speak that language when in combat.
Well, I mean So here's the thing about the Revelation specifically for Oracle, and that is the fact of it's not related to the curse. It is related strictly to the mystery of what oracles get. Like the curse itself.
To be fair, I was just skimming it.
The curse
Oh, yeah.
itself is strictly what the oracle is always stuck with. So, like, tongues. The oracle
Oh, here
at
we go,
first level.
Shadow.
what?
Revelation, Army of Darkness. You summon monsters, but shadow creatures template instead. Okay, never mind then.
So, the ability to the curse of tongues, pretty much removing the ability to speak normally, unless certain effects are activated, but being able
First
to
name of
expand
Kobold,
your language
please.
so quickly. Was it?
First name of Kobold, please.
Oh, Strife.
Oh, I'll type it in chat. There you go.
Koboldsons. Got it.
Kobolds.
Oh, Reap.
Yes.
Oh, right. I forgot. Your paladin was named Meep. This guy's named
Yep.
Reap.
All my kobolds are gonna be eat with some letter in front of it, so
He's gonna.
That's why.
He's gonna reap some havoc. That's for sure.
That makes sense.
But yeah,
Right.
my old kobold cleric of light was named Meep, so that's why I do my naming scheme for kobolds.
We got Reap and Alvarez.
Or as I say his name, Avarice.
Avarice.
Yeah,
As
no,
long as it's not hubris next.
yes, I'd like to introduce my cousin Hubris.
Brass. Hugh Brass. There we go.
Hubris. Yeah.
Hubris.
That feels a bit on the nose, like incontinentia buttocks, doesn't it?
It does,
Or big
yeah,
as
but
it
still,
is.
it's fun,
Here's Hugh Brass. There you go.
Thank you, Wilda.
I still have the other one on. I'll still have the other one on tap, Dane. So don't get too complacent.
I'll have to be aware that of. Oh, hey, guess what? You're
At any
silenced now.
moment,
Use the other token.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I am gonna set those up at some point. For now, though.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah. I'm still stuck in the whole using Oracle. Using Oracle as curse because that's pretty much the only thing. Thinking of unless I think more about it, that's the only like class I can think of where you could just give the class feature sort of the creature, and it would be both a curse and a blessing, and it would not affect too much.
Yeah. It's not even talk with, you know.
Goodness me. And
Yeah, but now that I have an
suppose-
Oracle class, I'm gonna start taking. I'm gonna start taking extra revelation.
Oh my god.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, so you have the revelation, mystery, and let's see here. What is the thing? Let's see here. What is the prerequisite for extra revelation? Is it Oracle level?
It
No,
is
it's
literally
revelation
just-
class feature. And if I give you revelation as the class feature, like as a curse, you technically qualify for extra revelation.
Yes.
So,
It is just
as Strife says to the new party, everyone take a drink.
drink, glug, glug, glug.
Tea.
You can't tell me I didn't drink otherwise. But yeah, so that very much is happy. And I would say it so much as if you were to, like, if I give you Curse of Oracle and you decide, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to go level into Oracle, you're going to have to spend your level up on level 1, which means that you, basically the only thing you would get from the table of things is extra health, +2 to will saves, and 3 spells. I'm going to give you an extra revelations if you decide to dip into Oracle if you are cursed with Oracle. Now,
So-
just be warned, I'm definitely looking to curse one of you guys with Oracleness at some point.
That's
Don't
fair.
know when, don't know
So-
why, but
So,
Someone.
in order to take the feat extra revelation, you need to have the revelation class feature in
That is
general.
what-
So,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
is what I said. And if I
Mhm.
give you the class feature as part of a curse, you qualify without having a level in Oracle.
it should be hilarious.
uh,
I need to get off that. My frames are dropping slightly.
Bad Dane.
next time I'm drop frames.
Oh, shut that up.
Frames is an actual show, though.
It
isn't
is. It's a pod. Yeah, it is. 𝓮𝓵𝓙 and a few other streamers.
I actually have to
No,
check.
there is a.
I'll have to
Now,
take a
here's a
look
quick
at
question. Do you know of the podcast Throne Controllers?
Their own controllers, no.
So
it.
basically,
Sounds like my type of podcast.
I say it's a podcast, but it's more of a show. That is, I've mentioned this group before, the Runaway Guys. So it's a show that they do whenever they go around to like cons and stuff, and the whole idea is it's a game show. So you have 10 things up on a board, and you can either like answer trivia questions for like video games, or sometimes you have to do a video challenge or something like a game challenge or something like that. And that's why it's called Throne Controllers, because it's video game based, and sometimes it can be infuriating.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I'm gonna let's see here. I mean, for example, here's a question where here's a question that I would imagine. I don't know if it's been like used. Wouldn't surprise me if it has though. Like what is where do you have to crouch in Simon's Quest to like get transported? Like, for example, that is a question that could have been said. And for example, you could have a challenge being like, okay, like try to like get
Oh, God, my
a
frames.
run through Mario 1-1 and get a level up, get a 1-up by jumping on enemies, essentially, for example, or do the infinite level up glitch at the end of like a level in Mario. But yeah, it is just generally a quite lovely little internet-made game show.
All
But
right,
yeah.
everything seems to fully stabilize.
I suppose let us get into. It as I just do that.
Let us wiggle on into the new system.
The new party, you mean?
Or there's going to be a new pecking order soon enough.
I'm fairly certain I already know which one is going to be at top of the pecking party, given the
Rivet?
seniority, as it were, and is the only person who is closest to having a. Well, I suppose the kobold would be closest to having a beak. It's between the frog and the kobold. Anyways,
Kobold.
one of them is going to be two of the parties going to be very hungry, and that is going to be potentially the kobold and the bigger of the frogs. But anyways, oh goodness me, how to do this? Let's start off with the music, I guess. Which one? I can just do the Desert of Souls again. Let's see here. Background noise. Windswept, maybe? No. Suspenseful Windmill.
That's a good background noise.
Yep, there we go. I guess that's kind of is fitting. Because... So, let us have it be, The party exits the hole in the ground and comes up in what appears to be some sort of a farmland area. They step out of the hole in the ground, look around for a few minutes, and then hear voices inside of their heads that say, that asks, says in a questioning voice, Gwag.
Mhm.
And then the voice falls silent. And I would very much like for Vivian to roll me two... Actually, wait, let's see here. Fuck it, Vivian, roll me 4 saves.
Rapid fire, go, 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 go.
Hold on,
Rapid fire.
hold
Vivian
on,
going insane.
I got the 4 dice. Oh, some of these are high.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, you
Okay,
are...
it is
There are
10.
4 people just melting away in front of your eyes right now.
Okay, just going from lowest to highest.
Okay.
Because I didn't roll one at a time. There you go.
I'm gonna have... I rolled some dice myself to find out in which order
Okay.
they disappear in.
That's fine. I'm
Okay. Okay, so I suppose this is fitting then. Okay. So you just sort of see. Okay. So in what way are you walking out? Because there were a party of 5 of you. In which order would you have been walking? I'm counting Azray. Actually, no. I suppose Azray isn't here.
no Azray left before.
I suppose I'm gonna have to take one of them away then. But yeah. So which order would have been walking? Would Ulan have been? I'm guessing Ulan might have been before you.
Yeah.
I would guess Deanna
That is
first, Zach second.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
the
but-
march order for getting out would have been Deanra in the full lead, Zacharias
Honestly-
behind.
Honestly, I would imagine Ulan being in full lead, seeing as this is home country, and he might have been the one that is most eager about this. So if Deanna wanted to be in full lead, he would have had to have chased Ulan. That is just my take on it, though.
I'll be third. That's fine.
Yeah, Ulan in front, Deanra second, Rias behind.
Okay, so the party exits out, and Vivian is sort of standing more or less at the back of the group. And Vivian blinks, and Ulan is just gone. And she notices that the color of Zacharias and Deanra has sort of gone grayscale. What is Vivian's reaction to this grayscaling?
I'd go and try and touch them.
So you go and touch. Actually, which one do you go and touch first?
I would assume
Honestly,
because...
𝓓𝓪𝓷.
So you go and touch Deanra.
Yeah.
Oh no! Wait,
You
wait!
don't
I
have-
forgot. Vivian's mad at 𝓓𝓪𝓷. No,
Yeah,
Adelius.
that's why I was like, confused there for a second.
Sorry.
So you go and touch Zacharias,
Mhm.
and the moment your finger touches him, he just sort of folds in on himself and just sort of disappears into where you touched him.
Look at my hand.
Think of it. Think of it like a vacuum cleaner or something like that. Like sucking up a tea towel.
Yeah.
You gave Rias the good suck.
What? What?
What? So you just keep looking at your hand at that after that.
Yeah.
Do you notice in your peripheral vision that 𝓓𝓪𝓷 is sort of looking a bit melty, as it were? Almost like he is like sort of turning into. He's starting to turn into like he's a sort of liquid, just sort of floating in suspension in nothing. When you look around you as well, like this is a side note, but there is if you were to sort of third person look around, there is no one in this area. Like not a living person apart from you in this living area. Like this should be farmland. There should be people bustling. It is daytime.
Yeah. I'm Ralphing now, cause I'm throwing up because melted human.
I say melted human. Imagine it's sort of in a way where 𝓓𝓪𝓷 turned into watercolor in water.
Yeah.
And he's just sort of floating. So it's like he's like you're watching something like a living painting, just sort of hanging suspended in the air. And slowly, it's just sort of lowers into the ground and sort of siphons into the nearest
Shadow.
into your shadow, which he's not standing on, but he's standing near.
What the fuck?
Do you keep staring at your own shadow?
Yeah.
You see your own shadow just start to congeal and buckle and bend as you just sort of see two, currently undefined, just sort of blackish shapes just sort of take hold. So yeah, Sakurai. Strife and 𝓮𝓼. So you guys find yourselves in what appears to be the countryside. From your recollection, like you were just walking around in the area, Avarice and Rep. You just were scouting out the area, and you happened to pass by the farmland area of Simeon Sek when you saw the main group just sort of standing there, looking a bit underbuffed, and you thought something might have happened. So you just sort of wandered on over there, and you're currently standing next to a sort of scared Vivian standing next to a hole in the ground.
I'm rolling
Vivian,
for insanity.
You still see the blackish blobs. Looking at the rules on insanity.
Yeah, no. This is kinda. I know it's a
First
will
time I
save.
think we've gotten this big of a group going, so it's
Let's
kind of
see here.
interesting.
Going insane. In game, a person has a chance of going to shock every time they suffer a tremendous shock to one of their mental ability scores. Every time a character is reduced to a score of 0 in the scores, they have a chance of going insane. Okay, so madness is when you go down to 0, you start getting points of insanity. Then I guess insanity can also be inflicted by magic. Blah blah blah. What does points of insanity do? What insanity do though? Oh, I suppose it's just okay. Schizophrenia. What is this? Effect -4 to all wisdom and charisma-based checks. Cannot take 10 or 20. Chance of becoming confused. See below. Yeah, you know what? I think that is a very fitting thing to do.
Yeah,
Because at the moment, you are currently not. At the moment, you are currently not embracing the shadows, as it were.
Yeah.
So you say, I mean, you say you are. You say you wanted to roll will save to see if you're going mad or not.
Yeah.
Would you be
You can-
accepting me just forcing a schizophrenia upon you?
Hold on.
A schizophrenic character has lost grips on reality, can no longer tell the difference between what is real and what is not. These constant hallucinations causes the schizophrenic to appear erratic, chaotic, unpredictable to others. Each time a schizophrenic character finds themselves in a social situation, such as combat, they must make a DC will save against the insanity DC. Failure indicates a character becomes confused for 1d6 rounds.
Okay.
That makes sense.
And it's
I mean,
also
what is
he's
your-
confused.
What is your will? What is your will save right now? Like 12?
Plus 10 to my will save right now.
Okay, plus 10. So if you roll a 1 through 5, if you roll a 1 through 4, you can in combat, you're going to be confused in combat or
Okay.
in such a situation. So basically, because the will DC on schizophrenia is a 16.
Yeah.
Also, the windswept fields didn't. The suspenseful windmill did not loop. Anyways, keep it going. So yeah, so we are slapping Vivian with schizophrenia right now.
I'm gonna put this as a drawback. Like as a name.
That is fine.
That works too.
If you want to add something, if you want to add a link to it, add that.
I am doing that.
Yeah, that's what Deanna thought
Yeah.
Vivian had for a bit.
I suppose this is your reward for completing the next level of expert when it comes
This is
to the
your
saves.
reward.
Wait, hold on. That's one more expert.
No, that's 2. Because I had to roll for each of the characters, and you were at 3, and you were
Yeah,
missing...
I'm at 5 now for that.
Yeah, which I'm marking as completed.
Oh god. Okay.
Indeed, oh god. So I
So
suppose going by stepping, if there was a next level, it would be master.
So
Master
because
checks.
Vivian is not embracing the shadows, she is slowly going insane because of the shadows. Noted.
Well, you guys don't know this out of character yet, but yeah.
That is fair.
Come on, man.
I mean, it fits. I'm actively against the shadows. Or would be if I knew what they were.
But yeah,
I'm a character out of her realm.
but not just mentally, but also physically. You're not in
Yes.
your world anymore.
Things are not the way I see it.
But yeah, Rep and Alvarez. There was an I in the name when you typed it to me, Dane.
Yeah, I know. As I said, I couldn't remember because at the time I didn't have access to the sheet.
I still think Alvarez is a pretty decent name, but oh well, Alvarez. So Alvarez and Rep, you guys find yourselves just sort of standing there like one of the main groups, who's currently alone. You don't know where the others went, but she looks pretty shaken up.
Is everything all right, Vivian?
Here's the question now. Do I know who the fuck this person is?
Let me roll on that.
Oh.
I've been debating this the entire time. You know what?
I'm also in a new tier, so you have to.
You know what? Fuck it. Here's a question.
Mhm.
You feel something tugging at your mind.
Mhm.
Do you want to give in, or do you want to resist what is currently tugging at your mind?
I would resist. Hold on, I'm trying to find all my tiny dice.
Roll to resist.
Roll to resist it with the tiny dice.
Is it a will?
Yeah, it's a will.
22.
22. 22 is 22 is not enough to resist this thing that is tugging at your mind. You just sort of, because the first thing you see is like, okay, you have this is still a shadowy blob just sort of talking to you, and a shadowy blob without like context to it.
Mhm.
And it's just sort of talking to you, and it's not hearing someone talking to you like from a ways away. You hear this sound like it's starting like inside of your mind. It is almost like when it starts almost like when Umas is talking to you. It's your brain comprehending, not your ears hearing.
Mhm.
It's just sort of hearing like, "Are you okay?" And it just sort of goes a bit on the repeat. And the more it repeats, like in more and more, it's like starts going out of your mind and towards this blob. And the more the sound goes towards this blob, it takes more and more shape. And then your mind tells you, "Oh wait, okay, this is Alvarez."
I'm not
Now,
okay.
here's the thing: like your mind is telling you this is Alvarez, but you know for damn certain you have never met Alvarez before. But you just sort of know their name. Your brain is telling you this is Alvarez. Alvarez is friendly.
Kind of just starts flying away and then hits the wall.
I would imagine just frantically running
Yeah.
and then clawing at nothing.
I'm missing like the Scooby-Doo like run in place animation is what I'm seeing. But actually moving
The cat jump in the air, legs spinning.
Yes, that
Yeah.
one. That's what I see.
I like that idea. As Alvarez watches her run towards a wall.
Well, no. It's the invisible
It's
wall.
the invisible wall.
Yeah, I know. As he watches her run and kind of gets stopped by something, he looks confused. You do not look like the same as last time I saw you. He's gonna head over to Ra and attempt to pet.
Ra is more focused on. Ra is more concerned looking over at Vivian at the moment.
I think he'd go into guard mode.
Well, here's the thing: he is not technically yours to control. I mean,
That's fair.
Ra is
Ra
Ra's
is
an
yours to
interesting
control.
case.
Yeah.
Ra's an interesting case. I would say Ra would, because I mean, Ra's an animal with instincts. I mean, yeah, sure, he has an intelligence of 6, but he's still technically an animal.
Mhm.
Therefore, he still like sort of has his instincts and stuff like that. And right now, his instincts are telling him that like Alvarez means him no harm. So he's not focusing on that. He's more focusing on like, you are clearly unwell, and he's not necessarily moving towards you, because he knows when he moves, like, you can also move in that direction. So I don't know if he's like trying to keep you like calm, like in one location or something like that. He's just trying to remain calm and looks rather sad at the moment.
After Alvarez pets the Ra, he'll start making his way towards Vivian, doing his best to kind of.
Does Vivian keep on running from Alvarez?
Yes, we'll end up going in a circle.
Yeah, so
Oh,
whatever.
no,
whatever Alvarez-
wait. He gets closer and I can move further.
That's what he means.
Yes.
That's what he
Yeah.
means by that.
That's what I mean. When he gets one step closer, every step he takes, you get to like scrabble a little bit further away.
It would take him 2 steps as he's noticing this.
I mean, you would know about Alvarez would have like Alvarez would already have sort of like some basic knowledge of okay, Vivian's incorporeal, but her movement is tied to the group.
Yeah. So again, 2 steps. He would recognize this and just stop. Vivian, why are you
Rep-
moving away?
Why are you running? Sorry. I saw the moment. Oh, sorry for breaking.
Yes,
it.
I know you
Rep-
saw the moment.
What is Rep doing at this moment?
Reap is just
Oh, Reap.
watching the. No, don't worry, it's funny you call him that. He's just watching as the frog girl is just running. Reese is just going after her, just entertained by like this kind of
Cat and
I don't know
mouse.
what you call it. This event's just entertained by watching this. It's like a cartoon to him. uh,
Not going to answer that question.
Stay
Well,
away.
Don't worry, I'm not going to get any closer. I know I can tell that you are distraught right now. Where's the rest of the team? When we last parted, I know the others were with you.
I have never met you. Yet I know your name. You were a blob.
To be fair,
12
there's still
seconds
one blob.
ago.
There's still one blob
Oh.
standing behind him.
And there's a blob standing behind you.
He looks behind him.
where?
You see
Reap
Reap.
just as a circle looking, thinking it's an ooze or something.
Reap looks around, sees nothing, and looks back.
Where, Bub? Reap no see, Bub.
I also do not see the blobs that you are talking about.
As you are
You
focusing on
were
this
a
second
blob.
blob, as you're focusing on the second blob, Vivian, you feel the mind sort of tugging again. Do you keep on resisting, or do you give in?
Resistant to
save.
sedation dies.
It gives me the information. I rolled a 3.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Resist until the day she dies.
Look, I'll eventually get that nat 20.
Eventually.
You'll eventually get that nat 20, then you're just sort of in a party with a blob that does never take shape.
Yes.
All she sees is blobs. It's that Very Odd Parents episode where everyone was the same. That episode.
Yeah, and then you have that one kid who sort of forms his blob into a hat.
Yeah.
But yeah, so same thing happens with Reap as it did with Alvarez. You just sort of slowly starts taking shape into a kobold, and your mind tells well, this is Reap. He has last you known, he parted ways with you along with Alvarez in Magnemar to go scout out the southern continent.
Oh no. 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 No.
I think I found some new music to add to this.
No. Oh no.
𝓓𝓪𝓷𝓮'𝓼
Indeed.
This is gonna sound very Dwarf Fortress.
Adrian's gonna close his eyes and kind of think. Well, that's not gonna work for the time being. Vivian, you still have not answered. Where's the rest of your group?
I don't trust you to answer that. You have to be a figment of my imagination or something. I.
Think of your imagination. That's a little rude. Why do you not trust me aside from that? Or is that the only thing you do not trust me for?
You were formless, and my mind is telling me that we've met, but I've never seen you.
Formless.
I've never seen you before.
Think you might be a bit. What's the word? Your current form, I don't think you're hungry. You be thirsty?
Not thirsty.
Maybe delusional.
That might be the word we're looking for. How long were your group down here?
Kind of just stares at them.
Actually, let's do something fun. Let us do something fun. I would very much like. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. No, I'm not going to have Vivian roll for this. So Vivian just sort of sees, both from her from her shadow as well from the shadows of 𝓓𝓪𝓷𝓵, and also Ra. You just sort of see small shadows sort of dart out in random directions. And a few seconds after, same shadows comes darting back. And 𝓓𝓪𝓷𝓵, you now have recollection that this hole in the ground was a thing that recently happened. Like this sort of sinkhole is something that happened basically it basically happened yesterday, and the authorities have been working on, well, technically surveying the area, or not surveying the area, like cording off the area, like to get some proper safety regulations in place. This is technically a restricted zone, but you and Reap have been allowed to investigate on the officials' behalf.
How'd you even get in here, Vivian? This place is restricted.
The important thing here being that you noticed her standing at the entrance of this sinkhole that had only just appeared yesterday.
Yeah. Again, how'd you even get here? This entire place was blocked off yesterday.
Why did the shadows just dart? And then come back? Why?
Darts?
Darting, not darts, Reap.
𝓓𝓪𝓷𝓵 and Reap roll me will saves.
Okay.
Roger that. I actually might have a good will save for once.
I don't think I do. Oh god, I do now with this class. Me.
No, that one says otherwise.
𝓓𝓪𝓷 sees jack shit. And likewise with Reap.
And that's when he only has a +2 to will.
Jesus Christ.
The one time
+2.
every character was a super low rolls high. Whenever I have high will saves, they roll low. Come on.
What is your will save? And what is your wisdom save? Is it minus 3?
Me, it's only +2.
No, I mean, I'm talking about your will total. I haven't checked out rep.
My
Let me go
wisdom?
and check out rep. To be fair,
11.
I didn't have a chance to go check out his character sheet.
I think. Rape, I
Wait,
think we
what?
just need to help get them away from here. Something down there must have caused her to be acting like.
Oh god, I forgot how bad will saves can be sometimes. Okay.
Yeah.
Like how bad saves can be sometimes.
I went from a high will save class to a very low will save class, so there's that.
I'm looking at Oracle now, it makes sense. Oracle's getting a +6 to will saves at 8th level, but a +2 to the other two.
Give me a deck save, I'm good. Or any of your dexterity base, but give me a will save.
Also Slayer, okay, decent.
Oh, sorry, there's
Great.
current there. I need to fix that. There we go.
Rape, do you have any way to talk to an animal?
Me, animal, no. No good.
Alvarez is gonna move towards Raw, essentially bringing Vivian back from being back at the cave.
No, Vivian is not at the cave, she's running away from you. Well, she's basically
I know.
30 feet away from you. I'm imagining keeping a constant 30 as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's gonna move to Ra. Ra, would you mind following us? And he's trying to do like bodily gesture of moving away from the cave with him and Reap.
Roll handle animal. I know technically, like, okay, more than just intelligence, but still, like, handle animal serving as the diplomacy for Ra.
That's fair. 8.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, it's just not letting me roll good today.
I have what Raw does. He licks his eye, like frogs do.
Reap just
The
laughs at
frog is being
seeing
a
that.
frog.
We need to get you two away from here. Otherwise the authorities will have our hides.
No. You have permissions to be in here.
Yes, he's saying it for Ra and Viv, is what he's saying.
Yeah, it's more for Ra and Vivian.
Yes, we have permission. We have power. You do not. Yeah.
Bow to me! Sorry. That's the energy I got from that.
Maybe at some point about that.
Vivian,
When
we
you
need
get
to
power hungry, got it.
Vivian, we need you to get you away from here.
I mean, it's
Tell Ra
just
to
so
follow
handy.
us.
You know what? Let's make this fun. Let's have more shadow fuckery. Because you Alvarez, you just happen to have a permit to have an exploration party of 6 people. I mean, you have the paperwork. So just basically, if you just walk out the opposite end from which it came from, like who knows? Like, who cares if you added like 2 new creatures to your party? Basically, like, if you walk out from this end, then like the people might see, well, you guys just had 2 people walking in here. But you're thinking, well, if you walk out here, like, you can get your friends out with no problems, basically.
Well, at the very least, we do have a way to not get them in trouble. The only question is, Vivian, you need to stop trying to move away from us. She's giving me the silent treatment. Reap, what do you propose we do?
No.
What would her teammates do to get her to help lure her back in?
Raw, come.
You're trying to get Ra to come to you?
Yes.
I'm actually gonna have some opposed handle animals checks now.
Okay. I'll handle my animal.
And I'll
Sounds pretty
handle
nice.
the other part of my animal.
Oh, that's great. Raw doesn't.
You're the one?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Ra looks at you with concerned eyes, and then looks back at Alvarez and Rape, and just looks back at you, pleading like, "Come on, please! Like, come on, it'll be safe. I swear." He doesn't say it, but
The
looks at
eyes.
you like with concerned eyes, like running away would not be it would not be necessary, essentially.
I do want to say my natural one was a 12. I don't think 12 is enough to push
That
it.
bonus, though.
That bonus is fucking insane.
I get extra bonuses. Or it's a freaking charisma check.
That's fair.
And a class skill.
Yeah, no, for sure. It could be higher, actually. I'm surprised it's only 11 then.
Vivian, why are you trying to tell Ra to come over there?
Because I would rather go the opposite way because I do not trust you.
So you'd rather go back inside of the cave that we know nothing about?
You know nothing about.
Are you alluding that you've actually been in there?
To be fair, you saw her standing at the entrance with her backs to the exit.
True.
Logic,
Yeah,
I mean,
indeed.
logic would dictate when you're standing there and like this is a cordoned off area, they must
Yeah.
have come from underground. I mean, that is just in my mind, that is logical.
Yeah.
It is logical.
How
But I'm
could
also a
it
dumbass.
hole no open till Easter Day?
Hold on up until Easter Day, and it's only December.
Means that there must be another way inside. Vivian, how did you all get in there then? Or rather, how did you get in with Ra? Silence yet again.
I suppose a better question is, how did y'all get down here from like did y'all finish like the effort you guys had in the Lemon Kingdoms, basically?
That
Because
is
it is quite a trek from Leonon
You know-
Kingdom all the way down to Elysium.
that is a very distracting question. Along with that, yes. A group went north, and yet you're down here. It's all too much for my head at this point.
Okay. So, you see the fact that Vivian wants to get away so much that her green skin starts to turn purple. Hair starts to grow on her head. And she stops floating.
For all intents and purposes, Vivian has gone from her incorporeal green form to her physical purple form. And she gets, if she keeps on moving, she gets to keep running past that 30-feet barrier.
Yeah, I start running.
Vivian? Alvarez at this point will give chase.
You'll probably catch her. Her movement's 20 feet.
Reap just walks after, really confused.
Ra's keeping a healthy distance to Reap. Sort of snugging his nose.
Reap's also
Yeah.
giving distance to Ra. He's making sure he's like at least like 20, 30 feet away from that thing.
Yeah.
Mutual disrespect.
Yeah, no, Alvarez has
How-
no unimpeded movement.
Yeah, well, in that case, if both take run, then at least one overtakes the other eventually.
Yeah.
You guys are still in an unpopulated area. Here's a question: how does Alvarez go about stopping Vivian, and how does Vivian try to? Does Vivian Does Vivian keep on running, or keep on trying to escape? Essentially,
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially since
so-
Raw's not helping.
I would
Well,
say when
Rise following. Yeah.
I would say whenever Alvarez is within 15 feet of her, or with anywhere within that amount of time, he would attempt to use the trip action to try and stop her movements with his whip.
Okay, so you're just sort of binding.
Yeah, I'm trying to bind her legs every time I get close. Do I need to roll up combat maneuver against her?
A part of me feels that like given enough time, like you're gonna hit it eventually. The question is just how many times.
No, the moment that he starts to whip, something happens.
Oh, that's gonna be. Yep.
Okay. So let's see if it would have been a hit or not then. The NREP roll.
All right.
Okay, that's inactive.
Sorry, Dane roll. This is gonna take some getting used to.
By the way, you need to change
30.
your name on Roll20.
Girls
Zacharias.
needs to.
Yeah. I
How's
mean-
a 30 sound?
That hits my CMD by a lot. Actually, not by a lot, by 7.
Depending on what you look at it, how you look at it, it's still a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So what
So, yeah,
happens?
Vivian starts to trip. What happens?
Well, once I'm on the ground, I pull out my net.
Okay.
And I would
you're
throw it to entrap him.
Roll a CMD. Actually, no, roll a
Jeez.
touch attack.
Yeah. I've had this net since the beginning. How does
It's
a
a very
26 against your touch AC sound?
It's a very nice net. It's a very ornate net.
I mean, that does hit.
So one is entangled, and one is entangled and one's on the floor.
Well, I would then get up and start running.
Reap is
Okay,
just
now-
laughing as he sees us in the distance.
I'm gonna try and get out of this entanglement and door to give chase.
Now here's the question: do you want to destroy this? Do you want to destroy this net, or do you want to like get it, basically get it slowly off? Because this net, like, it looks wonderful. It looks beautiful.
I would first attempt safely, but if it doesn't, I'm tearing it apart.
Okay. In that case, roll me an escape artist check as Vivian full round runs away.
14.
Yep, no, that's not doing it.
Yeah, I'm destroying this net then.
Roll me a strength check then.
It is masterwork for the DM's DC.
18.
It doesn't burst.
Reap! A little assistance here!
I mean, if you want to get out of it, you can take your time and slowly like get it off. But at that point, you will guarantee that Vivian would have run into the town essentially.
Too funny.
Of course you do this. I will attempt one more time to try and break through it.
Roll. Nope. I'll give you one more attempt at escape artist or strength, and if you don't succeed it, then I'm gonna say that Vivian has successfully evaded you.
Now I'll just take the time in order to take it off.
Okay. So I suppose while you do that, we'll keep a camera on Vivian, as it were. So Vivian, you just sort of run. Actually, let's do this. Let's taint you red. There we go. So you sort of start running. Do you run to the path, or do you run like off the beaten path, as it were? I mean, I suppose there's like sort of.
I'm probably gonna run towards these docks that I see up here.
Well, you wouldn't see them. You would not see them in like where you're running. Like this is.
Yes, but remember, I did get the overhead view.
Yeah, but you didn't see the town in detail. You saw a
Fair.
big lotus lake, and then you saw a small settlement. You didn't see the shape of the settlement or something like
Can
that.
I see the water from here?
You could see you could definitely, like, if you look upon the horizon, like, you would know. I mean, what's your survival check?
You're asking for
Just roll-
something based off will.
Just roll me one.
Oh,
You don't need a
natural
whole lot.
20.
Nice.
So you know that north, you know the direction of north, and therefore you do know that, oh, like, the settlement was on the western side of the lake. So you know that if you keep running north or east, you'll eventually hit water.
Yeah, I'm going to the water.
Okay, so you go to the water through this way.
Just gonna go north.
For all intents and purposes, technically speaking, this is the path to the labyrinth, as the image says it.
Yeah.
But I moved it to here to get a bit more involved into the town, as it were. So, like,
That's
it's
fair.
built underneath it. But yeah.
That is very much
Yeah,
fair.
no, I'm just heading north.
For the sake of it, let's just say this way leads to a lighthouse.
You know what? If I can see the lighthouse, I'll go towards the lighthouse.
Okay. So you're running towards the lighthouse. So as you're running the roads, you get to the intersection with the main road, when you see there are a contingent of guards that start standing there. Not a whole lot, like, there's a sort of like crude fence that's been erected, like goes around the area, and you have like a post, like an opening in the fence with two guards just sort of standing there. And as you approach them, as you run towards them, you just sort of see from your hands like two little blobs of shadow. Actually, from your feet, two blobs of shadows shoot towards these two. And as you pass them, you notice that there's a shadow just sort of enveloping both of their eyes, and they don't react to you as you run past.
A bit. By the way, I would long jump the fence if I had to.
Well, to be fair, it would have been a high jump, but oh well.
Fair.
You could have just climbed it, because I don't think you've put your boots back on yet.
No, I haven't. I was enjoying the footless time.
Speaking of which, like, as you're running right now, like, you're feeling like you're running on sort of like a sandy, sort of like a hard, compact, like sandy, dirty underfoot, and it's hot. It is definitely hot. Like, this is a very dry and humid. So you are. I wouldn't say you're missing the ethereal times, but you might be missing the ethereal times.
The pain is what makes me feel alive right now.
That is one way to put it, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you just keep on running to the lighthouse, and you are frantic and you are running, and you just keep on seeing like people with just you just keep on seeing people with like their eyes covered up. Like, you keep seeing shadows dart out like under your feet, and like just sort of best you can guess is like blinding people that are in your path. So it's almost like as you're running, like you are not
Being seen.
You're not being seen, or rather, like, they are not stopping you. Like, who knows? Like, you see some people just sort of like turn their head towards you and nod. Still, like, their eyes are covered. Like, how do they see you with their eyes covered in darkness? But they don't at least like appear to be going against you, as it were.
I'm
Yeah,
just gonna
eventually-
keep going till I get the lighthouse.
You eventually get to like the pathways on either side start to narrow, and you get to this sort of adobe lighthouse. You have a bit of a difficult time. Like, why would there be a lighthouse in essentially what you guess is a magical inland lake in the middle of a desert? But then again, I suppose if those people are fishing at nighttime, it's better to have a lighthouse than not.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you.
I'd stop at the lighthouse and catch my breath because it's been a while since I've had to breathe.
Well, there's been a while since you last had to run.
Yeah.
Or touch the ground, for that matter.
Yeah. And then I look down at my shadow and say, "What are you?"
And the shadow takes form of a little frog smoking a cigarette. I don't know, darling, but frankly, I don't give a damn. Then again, that would make sense because she's schizophrenic at this point.
Yeah. As she stares at the frog.
And the frog just sort of melts back into the shadow again.
I would eventually make my way into the water and just start praying.
Okay. So you're just sort of sitting in the water and praying.
Yeah.
Okay.
For guidance. I have access to my shrooms. I'm not going to take them.
You need all the sanity you can right now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
When in doubt, kids, take
I
shrooms.
would be looking, or I would
I
have
can't
it
say
so
that.
that
I
way
can't say
my
that.
shadow is pointed towards the road to see if anything weird happens with it if they catch up.
You're just basically making sure you can keep an eye on the shadow.
Yes.
Okay, noted. Let's bring it back to the other two. What are you guys doing? So Alvarez has managed to get out of the net, while Reap has been silently laughing, just looking at this whole endeavor.
No, a little help would have been appreciated, Reap.
You big, you strong, you can handle self. Maybe.
What's to do with you?
How you doing? How you doing, Bun Bun?
You and your group, I swear. Little bit too much on the chaotic side. But now, we have a Vivian we need to go and find. As a course you run away.
Won't she run again?
Of course you ran. What do you think? You saw her throw a net on me and ran.
So what plan? Be captured again?
I doubt she has a second net. I didn't see her buy another one in Magnema.
You never saw her buying a net, period.
Period.
I know, but still. Ra, can you help us find Vivian?
Roll me a handle animal.
Yeah, I kind of figured that was coming. See, no.
Chest frog. How hard can frog be to find?
Yeah, no. Raz is sort of following you. Isn't necessarily listening to anything you're saying. He appears more. He appears more concerned with keeping a healthy distance from Reap than pointing you in the way of his master.
And because Reap, she is pretty much just as small as you.
Hold on, how tall is Reap?
Check actually. Because I do have that written down. Let's see.
Okay.
You had to reap it down.
Yeah, reap down. 2 feet 11 inches.
He is a solid foot taller.
I'm small, say
It's just-
super, my whole foot taller.
So I suppose in the case of Valorous, it's just regular standard big people bigotry. Oh, you're under 3 feet. You're small.
Yeah.
You're right.
A
You guys
a
are the
little
same
bit,
size,
yes,
right? Point to the
considering
person
that.
is twice as tall as the other person.
A little bit, yes, considering where I come from.
Yeah, kobolds apparently are on average, at least for boy ones, between 2'8" and 3'2". So he's like he's in the middle pretty much.
I would say they could appear smaller, given how like they might
Yeah.
sometimes go hunched to go digging tunnels and such.
Yeah, but they're standing fully upright.
Speaking of kobolds, it wouldn't surprise me if kobolds had a special rule to them that allows them to function as tiny when it comes to.
Oh yeah, true. Thinking on that.
So, Alvarez will wrap up his whip and place it back into his baldric before he begins to try and find where Vivian went.
I still find it funny as hell that you're essentially keeping a whip in a pistol holster. A baldric, like, I mean, to me, like a baldric sort of looks like a shoulder holster for a handgun.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there are different versions of baldric. It's very dependent as to what sheath's attached to it.
Oh my god, I forgot how high his stealth is. Jeez.
Yeah, kobold stealth is stupid high.
It is insane.
Same with kobolds. Same with goblin stealth. Like I've had a level 5 goblin before that has had a +20 to stealth.
Oh, I could get my stealth high as a Gripply. I'm just in medium armor.
So,
I just want to say he has a +17.
Yep.
Jeez.
So what do I need to roll to try and find Vivian's tracks or trail?
You would have to roll survival to actually perception to find it, to find the trail, and then survival to track it.
Oh, okay. Perception, I got that. 24.
I mean, you definitely see some Froggo feet on the floor.
Let's see if I can actually do anything with the survival check.
Where did I place my book?
31.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay, never mind. I don't think I need. I guess I don't need my And here's the thing. There's a thing I really want to happen. I suppose I could have just said you don't find her trail, but then again,
Up to you.
That's the question. Do I keep with GM integrity, or do I try to tell the story that I want to tell? That is so hard. That is so difficult.
I mean, I'm up for either or at this point because Vivian's currently having an actual existential crisis.
Yes.
I mean, I'll tell you this. I think it would be better for the story if you don't find her, because I'll tell you this for certain. The group is going to get reunited at some point. I can guarantee you that.
Then mind if I throw a red herring then?
You say throw a red herring, as in what?
Who's to say those fragments are specifically Vivian's?
Would there be another Gripply here?
It could be. We are by an ocean.
It's a
It's not
desert.
an ocean, it's an oasis.
Oh, whatever.
I think it would be better. I honestly think it would be better if you see the footprints, you follow it like all the way over to like the main road, and then the footprints will sort of get trampled.
Yeah, it's a main road.
Also, goodness me, this place is small. Okay, so
It is
just
very small.
100 foot over there. Goodness me. Okay.
Damn it!
I thought this place was bigger.
Damn it! Her trail's gone. Excuse me,
Damn it.
soldiers. Excuse me, soldiers. Have you happened to see a purple frog or purple Gripply come through here?
Do you have paperwork to be here? I mean, you just sort of came from a restricted area, man. Come on, get to this.
He pulls out the paperwork. She's one of my teammates that I'm working with. So technically speaking, she is a part of the paperwork right now.
I don't recall seeing a frog out here. In this part, I don't know why I suddenly went Scottish Irish way, but oh well. There's a frog around here somewhere, but I wish you best of luck then.
Thank you. Keep up the good work. Come on, Reap.
no,
Yeah.
Alvarez went German. Keep up the good work.
Do not insult how I speak. How dare you? How dare you, narrator? You insult the way I speak.
Alvarez talk funny. Alvarez, okay?
Yes, Alvarez. Ah, now you're getting me to do it. Yes, I'm fine, Reap. We're gonna have to. Having to deal with Vivian's always a headache, but I didn't expect to be this much of a headache. We're gonna have to look around town until we find her. Whereas if I was a Gripply, where would I go?
Maybe she went for a
Rolling-
swim?
I was about to say rolling knowledge nature. I mean, if you were a Gripply, you'd probably be in a swamp in a forest.
Reap just thinks frog. Frog's edible. Frog's found by near water. Frog would be
Yeah,
in
I mean,
water, so Reap thinks.
To be fair, I
mean,
can
that's-
roll nature if that is the case.
Actually, yeah, I suppose that is one way. That is one thing we could do because okay, so Alvarez and Reap, they're just sort of two armored corgis just sort of behind you at the moment. You don't recognize them.
Reap, there's a puppy right behind you. Two of them at least.
Please.
Oh, they don't seem hostile. And as he looks at his paperwork, he'll just nod his head.
It just sort of says like it just mentions like, oh, like this is a permit for 6 individuals. It doesn't mention anything about a limit on animal companions and such.
There's a loophole that we can abuse.
How they trick you.
Let's adopt these
Pretend.
puppies. Come here.
No.
Come here, boyos.
But for now, I will have Alvarez roll knowledge nature in order to kind of gauge where Gripplies might be as they walk around town.
I mean, that would basically be like saying, oh, I wonder where I wonder where this ethnicity would like to be. Basically, you can say you can hazard a guess, but when he's talking about a place in the desert, you can imagine, okay, yeah, like they're frogs. I suppose they could be like near water, but then again, there's watering holes all over town. You wouldn't be able to like gauge just based on a person's race like where they would be, because oh yeah, sure, half orcs like fighting, they might be in the arena, but not all half orcs like fighting, so they might not be in the arena. You see what I mean?
AKA, you're
Yeah.
being racist.
In other words, you can racial profile, but that wouldn't necessarily get you to something right.
Unrelated tangent. Did you hear how they're changing 5e from races to species? I think I heard.
Yes, I
Yeah,
heard that
that's
too.
dumb. I
Yeah,
personally
but-
think it's
So in
dumb.
other words, everything is human, but it's just different shade of human. Is that what you mean?
No, I mean it's the opposite actually. Everything's species. Like you're now a completely different thing.
I still
Unless it's a
That's okay.
subspecies, but that's it.
You mean to tell me that before this species change, that our
We're all
culture,
humans.
everyone were humanoid, even the Genasi, even the elephant people.
yes,
Like, everything was human.
Yes.
they're
Everything's
human.
considered humanoids.
The only one that is not considered a humanoid is a centaur. They were actually considered fae.
Okay, so
Also-
in other words, so in other words, they're sort of taking a step in the same direction that Pathfinder has been all this time, with outsiders and fae and all that.
Maybe.
But anyways,
Actually, wait. Besides centaurs, but it's also satyrs. Kage.
Satyrs too, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
I think even Haragon are technically.
probably. I think all of those are all fake, so it just counts as that.
Yeah.
Like a character development.
Yes.
it's he's being set up for a redemption arc.
Yes.
But in,
or a
but in
Hebrew
that
arc,
case,
one of the two. You know.
you get a feeling like you're likely to find a frog in a pond. I mean, that is just that is stereotypical.
Oh, it looks like
A
our best
watering
bet.
hole. So who knows? You might find her at a bar.
The best place would be going to near anywhere of water. Let's check out some of the few watering holes in town.
She'll be back. Her frog's still here. Some point.
I think
Frog-
Thrall's more
Frogger went-
concerned with you.
Yes, I wish Frog went with her too.
Oh, the frog's
Can't
with
always
us.
get what wants.
That's fair.
Okay. Are you guys? Oh goodness me! Should we? I've apparently thought like, are you guys going to do some shopping now? But that would be so out of time and place.
It would be.
We
Oh,
We
our companion
could.
freaked out and escaped from us.
Let's do some shopping. Actually, there is one thing Alvarez could buy while we're searching that actually does help with searching. And I was considering getting it for him as a magic item.
Go on. Sorry.
Technically speaking, I can shop for one item during this time while we're searching for Vivian, because the item in question does actually help with searching for people.
Oh,
Dowsing syrup.
dowsing syrup. Okay. Is this a form of elixir or something like that?
No, actually. Here, let me actually pull it up and I'll send it to you privately.
Linkity linkity link. Link.
As my frames drop for the moment. My frames!
Oh, I'm de-resing. No.
No, no. I'm going grayscale. Help.
My computer, it's just slowing down. Kakarot, I need my frames.
And that's when Reap pushes Everest into a pond.
But here's the item I was talking about.
Dowsing syrup. Dowsing syrup. Activates to activate the power must unstop at the jar, stand action, and then think deeply to a specific person or object they have seen or at least been up to 30 meters away. Then pour on the ground, and the syrup will follow at 15 feet. So it's literally just leaving a snail. It's literally just a snail trail. Okay.
It is the perfect snail trail.
Oh my goodness me! It can be penetrated by the liquids that pores absorbing surfaces like sand or sawdust. I was still imagining this sort of like, as it's rolling forwards, it's like the liquid leave behind it sort of rolls up behind it, and like it's sort of the sand sticks to the outside of it, but not inside. So you sort of have this little like army tank tread just sort of rolling in the sand, picking up sand on the outside and leaving it behind. Okay.
Now, I would say it is up to you whether or not it's a one-use type thing or if it's limitless use or whatever, because of what it does, or the price it has.
If I'm going to be perfectly honest, this very much feels like a thing that. I mean, have you heard of? I mean, you've heard this saying like you can't put toothpaste back in the jar.
Yes.
I mean, this is a syrup you essentially toss on the floor. I honestly look at this and I think to myself, given the pricing and such, like this is not a multiple use item. If it was a rod, it can be used multiple times. Yes, this is a syrup you toss on the floor. You just sort of follow the snail trail, and I imagine like once it finds it, it just sort of gets in it.
So this would be considered
Also-
a one-use type item.
I would personally say that, yes, especially seeing as it's leaving behind a sticky trail.
God damn, why the fuck is there 1,000 gold pieces? This is a ripoff.
Because a lot of one-time use items
Are expensive.
are like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Look at poisons. Saying poisons are super expensive to actually fund.
That's
bandages
fair.
of rapid recovery is an item that, to be fair, is not all that
great, but
It's kind of helpful, but then again, kind of not. It's 200. Potions, Dane. Potions. A third level potion is 7,500. 750. Blech.
You want to know what's more hilarious?
What?
This actually would be a fucking conversation he's having with the fucking shopkeeper. It's like, why for this price can I only use it once?
But yeah, so I would imagine, I would very much say, like, in a place that this is, I would very much imagine that, like, the place you get is you actually get shown to like a bar. There's like an alchemy bar or something like that. It's some sort of quirky alchemist who both likes like to make magical concoctions and stuff like that, and also like has a side basis of a bar.
Hmm?
So so yeah, so you just sort of walking over to this place and currently find yourself at waiting in line at the counter. Well, yeah, waiting in line at the counter as the bartender appears to be quite busy with the order of another customer.
Is that person buying so many things of mayonnaise?
Well, it's not very thing. You thought first it was you first thought it was mayonnaise because it was barrels full, but no. They are very clearly labeled. They're very clearly labeled labeled beer on the side, and this individual in question that appears to be buying like, well, by your count, like five 5-gallon barrels of beer appears to be what can all be described as a 3 feet tall gnome half dragon.
Interesting.
And she just sort of heaves all these barrels, like, and she says, "Oh, also these 3 more." Turns five turns into 8, and she just sort of heaves it up. This little free foot just heaves it up on her shoulder, on one shoulder, and one arm, just sort of walks out, knocking the barrels over as she goes through the door. Luckily, none of them cracks for her case. Just picks them up and just goes out. And the alchemist is sort of gives a heavy sigh. Well, what can I do for you then? Hope you're not going to be ordering that much beer, because honestly, I'm frankly out. Need to go make another batch or something like that. Anyways, what can I do you for us?
I don't drink. I'm sorry, but
well, in that case, how do you live in a desert like this? Sorry, a little bit of alchemy humor right here. Sorry.
That is a good joke. I appreciate it. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to find a friend, and I'm currently running out of ideas. And I saw something called dowsing syrup.
Yeah. I suppose you saw the little. I suppose you saw the little. Well, did you get a referral? Did you just see one of my advertisements outside in the block or something like that? Because if you got the advertisement, in that case, that was good. That was good. I wouldn't have to pay out any more referral bonuses, because goodness me, so many people come in and asking about this. Well, I don't know why even my decided making dosing setup. Honestly, it's a bit freaky, honestly. But then again, it's a little slinky snaily thingy. Anyways,
what else? There was something that did confuse me about the sign.
And that was,
why did it have a picture of someone being covered in the said syrup?
well, that's usually what the if the syrup happens to find it while it's still very fresh and don't have to reconstitute itself very often, well, then the syrup tends to get a bit happy that it found someone and just sort of starts climbing all over them. I'm just sort of staining them with all sticky stuff until the magic wears off. It's kind of weird, honestly. I'm trying to figure it out. But yeah, it's just some bit of volatile magic if it happens to find the individual rather quick, or whatever. Anyways, that's just side effect. Nothing wrong with it. This is I'm just mentioning it on the sign just to cover my ass, so I don't have people coming in here yelling at me with the magical slime magical syrup that I sold them did something weird. It's just making sure that I'm covered, you know.
No, that's understandable. I can respect that.
I mean, do you know how some healing potions are not compatible with some neutralization potions, and the person has to say not compatible with this, may cause stomach to explode violently. Anyways, amateur hours,
That
what
I
I
did
call
not
that.
know. That I did
That
not
is
know.
actually that is actually a mechanic in one tabletop game that
I like
I've
that
heard of.
mechanic.
I have had that happen in a
Potion
tabletop game.
incompatibility.
It's more that I drank 3 and got I drank 2 concoctions and got elephant toothpaste in my stomach.
Ah. Now, what I'm talking about, like, is I want to say, like, this was like a potion compatibility that was literally like, okay, you drink a healing potion and a remove poison potion, and your character literally dies from internal combustion. Like some very wretched, like, potion compatibility. But anyways, also I like that sort of summoning ducks.
That's great.
I very much like that the sword shape itself is a bill with 2 nostrils on it.
Oh, I already did see the price tag and read the warnings.
Well, lucky you, I'm having a fire sale. It's I've reduced the price a wee bit. It's going to be down to 999 gold instead of the advertised 1,000. I felt a bit generous, but nah, I'm being.
Out of character.
If I keep
Oh
on giving out
wow! I
sales like
saved
this, I'm
one
gonna eat myself on a house
piece.
and home.
You never know if that 1 gold's gonna matter. Come on.
Ah, okay.
Now, I do have a bit of a combo. So I know you said you didn't drink, but if you buy the soothing syrup, I'm gonna throw in a bottle of wine for the extra price of just 1 gold. Now, it's a good wine. Just trust me on this one. It's a good wine, and it's completely not just overselling just because you thought you saved some money and thought you might spend it again. But anyways, do you want the wine?
He just looks at the seller as
Deal.
he was already in the process of getting the gold.
As he's speaking, he's just doing the, like, rubbing hands together, like Lou Dog style. Like, I want to sell you things. Please, let me sell you things.
Very well. And he'll adjust and set down 1,000 gold pieces in stacks.
All right, yo.
Politely.
So he turns around and grabs 2 almost identical wine bottles off the shelf and puts it down in front of you. There you go, 1,000 syrup and 1 definitely fine wine.
Why do they look the same?
No, they're the same. You can't see the markings on the side here, and it points to what appears to be black ink on the side of this, like, honestly black bottle. You see right there is the S for syrup, and then the other side is a slightly different S for the sangria.
He's going to take them because he will just walk away and not get pissed off at this person.
I'm smiling like an idiot.
I can tell.
So yeah, with this whole banter like happening inside of this, I imagine like he's been trying to hawk you wares and stuff like that. Like you've been in there for a good 10 minutes at this point. Of the cancer of endless water, or at least that's what the crazy wizard that sold me it said. Is it the cancer of endless water? Now, from what was told to me, it can produce gracious amounts of water, but the price is going to be around the range of let's call it 8,000 gold pieces.
Kobold swoons for a second hearing that price.
But it is shiny though, isn't it? Let's look at it. Let's look at it glistening in the morning sun. Well, it's not morning anymore, but still,
my stream crashed.
It would glisten so much in the morning sun, you wouldn't believe it.
Shiny ta. It's like shiny versus shiny. Give shiny, get shiny. It sucks.
Come on, Simon. Why can't I trade rocks for shinies instead? I'll give you 10,000 rocks. I swear.
I swear. I have them over there.
It's over there in the hole. Need to take them out first, but I have them over in the hole. But yeah, do you have do you take it or?
Reap, need time, think, difficult decision. Uh,
As the half dragon barges in again, the shop seller just sort of hides underneath the counter. But yeah.
uh,
Thank you, Kage, for the hydrate.
You're welcome. I meant to drink the wine, but
Well, here's the thing. Whenever you want to use that syrup, you're gonna have to roll 50-50s to see if you dump
If it's
the
wine.
wine or the syrup on the floor.
I mean, you're not wrong. I am going to have to do that.
From behind the counter, as the half dragon just sort of says this, you just sort of hear, "You're drunk, lassie. Go home." And I never said that. You must shout on me mother, and she would haggle me for my breakfast in the morning.
This is a gnome half dragon, if I remember hearing right.
Yeah, gnome half dragon.
Oh, how does that look actually? Huh.
Think a gnome, but it has
Mhm.
dragon features. Half dragon is
Ah.
actually a Half dragon is actually a template that you can apply to basically everything. It'll keep the other.
Okay.
Keep the other appearance that it has. So, for example, you can have a half dragon sheep be in the area before like a dragon's lair, and it'll still be an animal, which means that druids can turn into half dragon sheep.
Dragon sheep.
Yes. And you can have you can have a half dragon human, and you can say, oh, that's a dragonborn. No, because dragonborns don't have wings or tails.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's basically like, imagine dragonborn, but more dragon, but not
More
really
dragon.
It is the direct offspring of it is a more direct offspring of a dragon, like going to town on something, rather than dragonborn essentially.
Like,
you
he's a
can imagine
dragonborn squared.
The kobold just looks at that, looks at the wings and everything, feels intense jealousy at that, and just pouts and like puffs, crossing his arms, looking away from it. Kobold, wait.
You just sort of hear the sound from where you're standing. You just sort of hear the sound of a sort of latching. You just sort of hear a latching sound. Actually, you know what? You see, sort of, just magically, like a screen door falls over like the back shelf of items, and you hear a latching sound coming from behind the desk.
Reap too short. Avarice. What go on there?
What's that, Reap?
What go on? Reap too short to see.
Sorry, I wasn't really paying attention. Now, what the fuck's happening?
You look over and you see that the little shelf of items have now been closed over with like sort of a not a metal shutter, like a wooden shutter or something like that. You look over the counter and you see there's a trapdoor behind underneath it. There's a trapdoor behind the bar. Your best guess is that the shopkeeper has escaped.
He left.
No,
Well, at least you got
difficult choice for Reap then. Oh boy.
I mean, you said that, but if if the half dragon didn't come back in, I was without anything, just gonna say, okay, you guys go outside and you see 9 empty barrels sort of strewn around the place.
Actually, one more detail I forgot to ask. What color scales would the half dragon have?
Oh, it is a, I'm gonna say copper or bronze. Copper. It's a copper
Oh.
half dragon.
No red, no superior dragon blood.
Well, to be fair, they're more dragon than you'll ever be.
I know. This is him taking some small solace. They're not a red one.
What are you thinking?
How to? No,
How
no
to
telling.
turn
No
into a
telling.
dragon.
It may have been how to get wings for self, but he's not telling. No tell.
No tell. Reap no kiss and tell. Just sort of looks around, looks at the decanter through the gaps of the wooden floorboards. Ay, ay, ay. But yeah. So let's so while this exchange is going on, let's take it over to Vivian, who's currently sitting in a pond. A big pond, the biggest pond she's sat in a while.
Yeah.
I would
best pond,
say
some would say.
that I would say you have calm. I would personally say like your mind is racing less considerably. Like you're not feeling like you're starting to feel more and more like think more rationally. Like okay, I'm not seeing the shadow frog anymore.
Yeah.
The sun appears to be like decent size still. The water is like water should be, and you're still physical.
Do I call Raw to myself or?
I want to say you. Oh, wait, all right. You can do that 2 times per day now, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna call Raw to my side.
I feel tempted. I feel tempted to. I feel tempted to suggest that the time on the thing is going to run out, or would you rather not?
If it runs out, that's fine. I understand. But I understand what you're trying to do. So I'm fine with it running out and me being ripped back.
Not quite yet. Okay. So
Okay.
Ra, you summon Ra,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna have the others roll a. Yeah, just Zacharias and not Zacharias, Reap and Alvarez roll me perception checks as Raj appears at Vivian's place.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rape notices that Raj just sort of gets divinely, like just like sort of lights out of existence.
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
You rolled what? You have a plus 16?
Yes, I do.
He's wisdom based, of course.
Still.
Guys.
It's freaking 16.
I would say that you're too preoccupied with the trapdoor at the moment to notice that Ra has sort of lit out of existence.
Reap probably knows because he keeps his distance from the frog, so.
I mean, he's the one keeping an eye on it. That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly. Always one eye on the frog,
now,
just in case.
And now you don't have to worry about it anymore because, oh goodness me, thank goodness that frog is gone.
Reap just breathes a sigh of relief.
Doesn't even mention it. He's just happy.
He's just happy, yeah. Frog done.
And Ra appears at Vivian's side, looking relieved that you look less panicked.
I start giving him rubs.
Frog happy.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Raw. He disintegrated in my hands.
Well, it was more like he got absorbed into yours, but oh well.
Yeah.
No dust particles necessary.
I don't trust them. You have to know, Ra.
Raw looks dejected.
Yeah. But I at least can work with them. Maybe I can figure out what's going on. Things are just crazy right now. Like, I don't even know how I'm solid right now. And can give you hugs and pets. And yes, I know the frog can't respond to me.
The frog doesn't understand, though, I want to say.
Yeah. With the 6, I'd hope he understands.
I mean, Ra speaks Gripply, doesn't he?
Yep.
So you can speak to him in Gripply, he can understand it.
Yep.
He just
He
can't
can-
respond.
He speaks every language that I do. Or he understands every language that I do.
He just can't respond to you, is all.
Not without speak with animals.
Or an amulet of such.
Yes. You know, we do have all this money. Maybe we should find a way to get you to talk. That'd be rude. It's not all of mine, I know. Yes, now the schizophrenic is talking to the frog. As if he can respond.
To be fair, it's a frog owner speaking to the frog, which is what
Yeah.
you've done all this time. This is normal for you.
Yeah.
I chastise you for speaking to the lighthouse, on the other hand.
Now, I guess let's go into town and hope that I don't change back before I can spend the money. But if I do, I tuck the long sword into one of the saddlebags.
Here's a question. What, like, I mean, you've guessed correctly.
Yeah.
Your foreboding tells you that you're going to get ripped through space pretty time soon. So,
Yeah.
What items are you putting on Ra? And what items are you taking from Ra upon yourself?
I am going to have him hold the handy haversack.
Mm-hmm.
His barding is fine.
His barding. He has levels in bard.
Can I give him levels in bard?
No.
If you cast Ascension upon him, yes. Give him performance sing.
Yes. Yeah, basically, my handy haversack has everything else in it. So if I just put the handy haversack and the longsword on him, would be fine. Because he already has the portable hole.
Just gonna make sure Frogger doesn't step into the abyss.
Now, do I put back on my shoes or not? I won't really need it after this. Well, we should have dragged one of those scarabs. It would have been such good food.
Rock croaks in disappointment.
Yeah, we're both disappointed in ourselves.
I mean, then again, like, there's nothing. Well, I forgot to say this. As you guys were leaving, As you guys were leaving the, then again, because Sakurai's not here anymore, I was going to say, as you guys were leaving, I was tempted to the doors close behind you as the ruby appears in Sakurai's backpack again.
It's my trophy to keep, okay?
Your trophy to keep, but
Uh,
also your penalty.
I'm gonna say for the time being, yeah, just the door remained open.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys could return there if you wanted to. The only problem is now the area is guarded by guards.
Yeah.
Have a permit.
You have a
Okay.
permit to investigate the area. The permit doesn't state tomb raiding.
Oh, we already raided the tomb.
Not all of
I
it.
don't know
Entirely.
that.
We raided part of the tomb.
There
We
we
missed
go.
the most important part, though. That library. That library.
Okay, Ra, let's go into town. I'll sit on him and actually get to ride him for once.
You ride him for like 10 meters, and then you sort of feel not so bad and not so good anymore. So you know how hyperspace and such is always like determined before. How hyperspace is like shown or whatever, where like the entirety of vision just sort of gets dragged out, like stretched around you.
Mhm.
So Vivian just sort of feels that happening. She feels like she loses the grip on Ra underneath her, and this sort of entirety of vision just sort of shifts. It goes from like colorful, the colors of the world, and then goes like through a phase of goes from color to grayscale to blackness, and then a white dot appears on the horizon. What it feels like a couple of minutes later, as it goes back, like it starts becoming grayscale again, and then color, and the image stops stretching as you find yourself standing outside what appears to be back in town, outside of what looks like a tavern, with like 9 empty barrels just strewn outside, with just a few like drops of liquid just sort of spattered around them. As you currently find yourself standing behind Alvarez is sort of looking at one of 2 different wine bottles.
All right, now which
Ra
one
is
was it
not-
that you? Which one's the sangria and which one's the dowsing serum?
Ra is no longer with you, but you know where he might be.
Oh, so I'm with them now?
You're with
Yep.
us, but not raw.
And enter incorporeal again. Green Froggo.
Grape, are you done in there yet?
I go over to the corgis. Oh, hi, corgis.
Like there's a ghost from behind you, Alvarez. Just wanted to let you know.
I know, but does she say hi corgis out loud?
Yes. I
Are the
say to the
corgis there?
corgis.
Or is it the half dragon gnome or both?
Both. They're
that-
all here.
The half dragon and the barkeep had a bit of a shouting match underneath from through the floorboards, and she has since left the establishment.
Gotcha.
I ghost pet the corgis.
Oh, I guess that means my purchase was unnecessary.
One moment, I'm gonna need Venom. I'm gonna need Bunbad to roll a bluff check to try to have them like pull their ears back in rhythm to your petting them.
Bluff.
Oh, we've done this before.
Yeah, they
like,
pretend like
bluffing-
you're actually petting.
Yeah, like bluffing, seeing how good they make it, basically. But yeah, we'll save that. We'll save that roll for when it happens. But yeah. So the group is now reunited, and Vivian is.
Oh, oh, my god.
Ooh,
Jeez.
again, you're on fire with that. Hello. Yeah, so that it basically looks like from the outside look of you, it basically looks like the incorporeal creature is perfectly like able to to pet
Heal me.
these physical doggos. You regain some sanity.
Yay!
You feeling better, Vivian?
Mean mugs, I still don't trust you, but fuck it.
A little better. Not enough to
Yes.
trust you two things.
Things. I'm at least a person.
No, you're a shadow blob that took a form.
Our perception real quick on that. Since he's inside, technically that one's outside.
Oh, blah.
Okay, he's not gonna. I didn't hear it, so I didn't do what I think you're doing.
I know you have mentioned that before. Magnemar, at least.
No, that's when people were just disappearing.
Well, regardless, you were mentioning something about mentioning people just disappearing, reappearing. Still don't get it.
Again, this is our second meeting.
I understand that. Why would you call us a shadow blob?
I'm
Like,
saying what I saw you as.
he's not. It doesn't seem like he's actually questioning you about it. It's like he's thinking hard on it.
I mean, rhetorical question.
Yeah, it's a rhetorical question.
Now, if you don't mind, Ra has like all of my equipment right now. And I need to go get him.
You know what's more funny? The moment you say that, he looks to his side. I imagine it's like there's like an outline of Raw just appearing in and out. Oh, he
Beep
did
beep
vanish.
beep beep.
Oh shit,
Jake
Raw
just
did
comes out of
vanish.
the building now and it's like, oh no, it's coming back soon.
Wait, what's coming back soon?
A frog.
What do you have against Ra?
Animals, no trust. Devious. Tricksy. Bit me when child. No trust.
I
Yet
need to
you
think of a name of
trust.
this bar thing.
Yet you trust me, who has the outline of a frog.
Only half trust. You talk. Other animals don't.
I'm gonna have to side with Reap on this. You are more trustworthy.
Well, once we get Ra, I plan on getting him something to help with that.
Very well.
You are now tackled by two corgis.
No.
Roll a
They tackle the kobold.
roll a reflex save to avoid the
Reflex?
door
Okay.
opening as it happening.
Is it?
Wow, I rolled a
Okay.
9, but 19.
Nice.
19. I'm gonna say that is not enough to stop being pinned, but you still get some doggle loving, as it were. So you still get very much charged, and I would imagine at the very least licked in the face.
Oh, yeah.
At the very least, use our time here to recuperate. After we go and get Brock.
Yeah, I'm also out in the open, so we'll see what happens.
It's hard to be named.
Yeah, I wanna think of a funny name for this. I mean, the first one that comes to mind is the 𝓓𝓪𝓷𝓮'𝓼, but then again, that doesn't really scream bar now, does it?
Nah.
Ugh. Anyways, I'm just gonna hit a random name generator while this is happening.
That works.
Okay.
Always good to generate the random name.
Vivian will start walking.
Reap will be running at this point. Let's get free of the corgis as fast as possible in that direction.
Verse will make
Oh,
sure
wait,
to keep walking with them.
I got a generator for this, right? Where's my GM notes? There it is.
Oh, actually, the base of 30 feet. What? Wow.
Yeah, kobolds are fast.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Kobolds are fast fucks.
Yeah, no, you could catch up to Vivian too. You just seem to want to tease
It was too funny to
Jake's
watch.
character.
Too funny.
Yeah.
The Envious Gallon, hello. Now, that's
That's a good one. That's a good one.
You have my net, right?
Well, I didn't break your net. I kind of left it back there, though.
I just want to read up a bit of what a random generator said about the Envious Gallon.
What did it say?
There are no stools, chairs, or tables in this tavern. They are
Standing
serving
space only.
lamb shanks, veggie stew, and apple fritters. And the characters in this are the dwarf drag king 𝓓𝓪𝓷𝓵 𝓚𝓲𝓷𝓴𝓼, the halfling archaeologist 𝓓𝓪𝓷𝓵 𝓚, and the half-orc bear leader Nelson Smith. Rumors are there's a talking turtle by the pond, travelers have found hundreds of corpses at Marion's Forge, and there's a farmer said to be a mummy when a section of his land got caved in. Oh, a farmer found a mummy when a section of his land caved in. Yeah, you know what? This is the Envious Gallon. I'm just going to take this.
It's great. I like it.
As the net falls through me.
Also,
Thanks.
Dane, something happened to you in chat.
What is it?
I wrote
course.
through the gallons in a bar with no name. No name, no more, though.
No name, no more.
Do I need a roll of parry since I'm being tackled from behind?
I mean, I think it just happens. I mean, on one, you didn't notice the. You didn't notice the. You didn't notice the frog disappearing. I don't think it would pay the dogs any mind.
Fair. So, not only did he throw the net through her, he probably gets tackled to the ground from behind.
There we go. Now we added a bit of a tooltip to it as well, so we know what happens.
You know
The
me?
Envious Gallon, Alchemist Bar, sells both reagents, wine, beer, spirits, and potions.
You know, Reap, I think I understand what you mean by animals.
No more. No more. New rule. No more animal.
You realize that we have 2 reindeer, right?
If Reap had hair, he'd be ripping it out right now.
Now when Alvarez thought about it, he did recall seeing 2 reindeer sort of grazing near the hole and didn't pay them no mind. They are still back there.
Ah.
I guess I wasn't aware that there was some reindeer near. I did see some eating them.
There was devil horses back there. I could have sworn I saw them.
Could you please get off of me, corgis? A little hard to kind of talk with my face against the sand.
They're just dogs. You can just roll them over.
He's being polite.
He is being polite, talking to animals. I mean, so far, when you try to talk to animals, they haven't listened to you, so
They
what
have
do you
not.
take of that?
Only one animal has not listened to me. There's a completely different set of animals.
The corgis roll over onto his back and then off, stands up at their hind legs. So you now have bipedal corgis.
As Alvarez gets up, he makes sure to adjust his scarf a bit before fully standing up once more. Also, I assume you can't pick that up, considering the fact I just saw a phase through you.
Yes.
Huh.
I am fully incorporeal.
Of course.
Oh, you're right. You guys went back to the. I was spacing out, just thinking about things. You guys went back to the entrance of the sinkhole.
No,
Well, we went to go find Ra.
Yeah,
we
that's
went.
right.
We went to go find Ra. He jokingly lied to her about not having the net when she asked. In fact, he kept it on him.
I did not. I did not hear the fact that you said there was a cheeky lie. I just heard, oh,
No,
I
he
put it in
typed it.
chat. I put it in chat because you were talking. And as they walk, he'll at least give the bipedal corgis one pet each. So,
people are giving stares at your group, but they're more staring at the corgis more so than the ghostly frog in armor.
So, Vivian, what exactly happened to cause you to be like this?
He stares into space with a 1,000-yard stare. Not exactly ignoring you, just like 1,000-yard stare.
I've seen some shit.
I've seen some shit.
I see.
You know, this moment is the perfect time for one of my magical items. The
Oh no.
the whiskey neck of cinematic importance. Can I gush about the whiskey neck of cinematic importance for a moment?
Yes.
Sure.
So
Go ahead.
So basically, it's just a bottleneck of a whiskey bottle. It's a bottleneck of a whiskey bottle. But whenever you say something badass in a situation where it fits it and it's dramatic, and you pull out the whiskey bottle out of the whiskey neck, a full bottle of whiskey, or not a full, like a bottle appears underneath the bottleneck with some whiskey in it that functions as a potion of heroism.
Oh, wow. That's
Like, for
pretty sweet.
example, like you're a venerable old codger, and like there's a horde of there's like a small group of half orcs like charging you and just saying, I'm getting too old for this shit. Pull out the bottleneck, drink it. Heroism.
There is.
Now, to be fair, like it's a standard action to pull it out to activate it. So if it's not like, it's completely GM reliant, because if I don't think it's like good enough, you just pull out a bottleneck with nothing in it and you waste a standard action.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't wish to talk about it right now.
Don't worry, I won't push the issue.
I don't
you
think
still do not trust us.
I don't think the corgis are carrying materials to build a full kitchen in the middle of the streets. Now, to be fair, they can go away and return with treats and pastries, but I don't think they have enough to like set up a full kitchen.
So, how was the journey up north?
Cold.
It is the north. Won't it be cold? At least find some entertaining, what's the word? Experiences.
No.
'Cause- I kind of got separated from my squad down here, so I can't really say I also experienced anything like that either. By that, I mean anything entertaining.
Again, this is the second time we've met.
Yes, I'm aware. I'm just trying to make small talk.
I'm not interested. Again, you've legitimately just appeared. And I don't know you.
We just appeared or you just appeared? We were told go desert. You went north. We be here. You appear.
Way past you there.
He turns around, stares at them, and says, I don't even remember you waking up at the goddamn beach. You just exist now. And then turns back.
Does anything spark when she says that, Wilduck?
I would say that would spark a reflex save, or reflex. It will save from both of you.
Alright.
Thank you.
I'll roll my dice. Because something gets plus
At
2.
the mention of waking up on the beach, roll me some will saves.
Alright, diamond dice. Let's see how you go.
27.
It's a 19 against only 21.
Yeah,
21 or 22. Either way.
You two clearly remember waking up with half an army on the beach near a burnt down tavern.
It was at beach. So were many others. Too many to count on hand.
I don't remember seeing you in Magnamar. I don't remember making a plan of some of us going north, some of us going south.
You don't remember visually, but your brain
Yeah.
tells you that they left Magnamar when you guys left for Linon. You don't remember ever seeing them. That's basically it.
Yeah. Whether or not you
Regardless,
believe me, because I'm clearly insane.
wouldn't say you're insane.
Other humans say so, though. The, Dimra.
Oh, yes.
𝓓𝓪𝓷. It's
Yes,
it looks like Ra, but
𝓓𝓪𝓷.
it's a bit more lavender than purple.
I think you mean Deandra.
No,
Dude.
Mishra Dimra.
Regardless, you're not wrong. He did make mentions of her being a bit on the wild end. But I'm not sharing that type of vision for the time being. Considering the fact that we all just happened to re-meet down here.
I have never seen you before.
You say all, but she go with many. How come only her?
That is also a fair question. One I think we might need to get answered at another time. Considering the fact that we're only just aggravating her for the time being, Reap.
Now you sound like 𝓓𝓪𝓷𝓚 too.
I'm only just trying to save it because of the fact we're obviously agitating her.
𝓮𝓼 𝓷𝓵 She go run. We follow.
It's more of an annoyance than agitation, and you are laughing.
I think
Yes.
I honestly think that Reap would I think Reap would call just jokingly call Alvarez 𝓓𝓪𝓷𝓚 of the South.
Maybe at some point he'll do it. Whenever he does certain things in the groove, he may say that.
I think that, as you say, 𝓓𝓪𝓷𝓚 of the South.
I also assume your face is almost completely covered, like your picture.
Yes, the skull.
Yep.
So for anyone
Both of you have.
in stream who doesn't know, because Zen has my other avatar there in the stream
We
part.
can know. We can know. Just one moment as I clear this search thing.
Oh, I just like your image right now.
I know, but then they don't see which one I have. I like it too. I'm just saying.
We'll switch it out next. We'll switch it out next time. Though.
But yeah, that's how he looks like. It's hard to see there, but he is a red-scaled kobold, just not bright red, and he does wear a skull on his head.
It honestly does look
I just
close to
realized,
bronze.
Strife.
What?
That's Strife. Both of our characters have our faces covered.
Yeah, that's what she was saying. Both of them are covered.
Well, one has the upper half, one has the lower half.
True. I mean, there is something else about Alvarez that Vivian can easily see, and that is the fact that he's wearing a cassock of all things.
Wearing a what?
A cassock.
Cassock?
So to
Like a fur-lined hat that Russians wear.
No, a cassock is a
okay.
religious robe.
I was thinking of Ushanka. Never mind. Sorry.
It's
Yeah,
all
you're thinking
good.
of
For some
Ushanka.
reason, I think of the Russian cassocks. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So Alvarez is actually a person of religion, and because of that, he's wearing a cassock. It's slightly modified, but it is a type of cassock he's wearing.
To the uninitiated, it's a black robe.
Yeah, a black robe with the little white collar that's at the neck.
Okay, so he's okay.
Also, you're asking me to trust two people who haven't even shown their faces.
An understandable argument. But unfortunately, I'm not allowed to show my face.
I know.
I'd rather kind of keep apart the hideous scar hidden. It wouldn't be much entertaining if I walk around scaring people with how disfigured my face is.
Epic self-burn.
Big people face already disfigured. What make worse?
But yeah, so as you guys are walking,
Yeah, we're all still walking to get to Ra.
at this point, you guys have gotten basically to the intersection where that you guys came running out of, and yeah, you notice the corgis are sort of standing around a bit, just sniffing the ground. And, well, you may or may not notice, as you guys continue walking to the lighthouse to go pick up Ra. As you guys keep walking, you notice that Ra has been slowly hopping down the road in your general direction. Not very quick, like, just sort of sniffing the ground, like, trying to figure out, like okay, which direction, like, did Vivian go, like?
Mira!
looks up, looks very happy, just starts sprinting.
And to answer your question, Reap, imagine as if you lost your scales. Much pride to show in one without having the proper type of thing to cover, right?
But scales grow back though.
Not all scales. Certain scales. But again,
not,
it's just
not all scales grow back. Just points towards a nearby shop with a missing sign. Scales missing. If found, please return.
It's just, again, it's as if you lost an actual part of yourself. You really don't want to go around throwing it off due to self-consciousness. Oh, just look at that. We found Rob. Came to us.
Well, of course, Ra's a good boy.
Ra croaks in almost like, yeah, you heard that. I'm a good boy.
Rick just narrows his eyes, staring. You want fool me looking at his eyes.
And now you're just missing the reindeer.
Let's go get the reindeer before.
Agreed.
Reap what we leave reindeer. Let go.
Well, how else are they gonna pull the cart?
We have cart?
Actually, no. Reap actually might have a good idea. We are in the south in the desert. I don't think reindeer would be able to do well crossing a desert.
Yes, ditch reindeer.
Well, then we'll
Do you
get
even know what a
camels.
reindeer is?
Reap no, but I look like animal, so Reap no wants.
We would indeed need to get some camels.
What, camel?
Think large hump creature.
Think portable water tank.
A portable water tank.
Ooh, that sound like animal. Reap approve.
Oh goodness me! In cartoons and such, definitely portable water tank.
Definitely.
So it's settled. We'll switch out the reindeer for camel.
Just sort of goes down to your pocket, just sort of puts on 2 cigarettes, places them in front of the cart. There we go.
Ah, yes, these camel shall lead the cart.
And then the wizard comes by and just sort of magically turns them into cigarette hoses.
I hate that I understand that joke.
Yeah, I understand it too, because my dad, but yeah.
Yeah.
The first time I heard about camel cigarettes was Abbott and Costello.
But the question is,
Yeah.
where do we go from here if we do traverse the desert?
Why we go to desert in first place? We forget.
That's what I'm asking. I remember why. It was for 𝓓𝓪, if I remember correctly. 𝓓𝓪 made mentions back in Magnemar. I don't remember the full details, but I do recall him mentioning Osiria or something with that book.
My complexion doesn't mix well with the cold, so I decided, you know what, I'm taking a vacation.
Correct. I don't know the full details, but I would assume we need 𝓓𝓪 here in order for us to kind of figure out where we're going.
As you're walking back to, I'm guessing, at least get a hold of the reindeer to make sure that they haven't died of heat stroke.
Yeah.
You see the corgis again, sort of standing at the intersection, just sitting behind a wooden cart that wasn't there before. And with pastries and what appears to be cups of tea just sitting on the cart with a sign up with a language you can't read. And yeah, they appears to have a sort of set up a bake sale or something like that, but none have gone to buy anything by the looks of it. They're just sort of standing there behind the desk. They're sort of looking back and forth at people just passing by at a suspiciously wide berth.
Seem like the people here are friendly to what this is.
Well, to be fair, you don't recall ever seeing such a type of a dog before either.
That is also fair.
It does not look natural. I mean, for one thing, a corgi in a place like this in a desert. Second, those corgis are decked out in, one of them in armor, one of them in mystical robes, both of them wearing what appears to be like jagged sort of magical-looking crowns.
Have a pastry shop open there, bipedal and everything like.
New car obtained sound. Okay.
So I looked it up. There is a circlet of speaking, and it's actually not that expensive.
Interesting.
Let's see. Seems like the dogs have made themselves at least more comfortable here.
Oh god. Oh no, I'm so sorry, but something just came into my mind. What the dog doing?
Oh my god.
What the dog doing?
Dog be selling.
Dog making treats.
This thin silver circle allows an animal wearing it to speak even if it normally isn't capable of doing so because of its low intelligence or lack of known languages. The creator of the item decides what language the circle's wearer speaks when she crafts the item, typically common. When crafting is complete, this cannot be changed. The circle of speaking does not gain an animal a bonus to intelligence, and the wearer's generally behaves the wearer's general behavior is largely the same while wearing the circle as they are not. They can communicate, they exercise rudimentary knowledge, and so they're speaking via speak with animals. So basically, just a permanent speak with animals.
Yeah.
Be interesting
it
to see
takes
how
up
the
a
frogs
slot.
talk. The frogs have intelligence 6, right?
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting how they talk.
I imagine sort of orc. I would imagine like the stereotypical like orc speaking, just with sort of not necessarily gruff voice, but very rudimentary. Ra wants food. Give cricket Ra.
Attack. Rasnak.
Rock up,
Could
long
paint
have
Ra
a rep.
red and Ra run faster.
Vivian,
Yes.
considering out of all of us, you seem to be most well equipped to handle animals. Would you mind helping with getting the reindeer out of there at least?
I can.
know.
Someone has to grab their reins, though.
To be fair, you have managed before to essentially make the
Yeah.
you have enough handle animals essentially. I mean, you've done it before. You've made
Yeah.
the reindeer heal, but it may be different in this blazing heat. But you don't know.
Right
Yeah.
then. He'll go up to the guards, show them the paperwork.
Oh, so you find your froggy friend then? Huh? Weird.
He ever
I
did.
would imagine differently, but oh well. You look
There's
a bit less, what shall I say, solid than I was debating, but oh well.
There's some stuff
A
that we
lot
left
less
behind.
solid than I want to be.
There's some creatures there that we accidentally left behind that are a part of our group. We're just coming to collect them back.
Ah, sweet. Oh well. See you back, sir.
Hey, have they died of heat exhaustion?
They haven't died of heat exhaustion because it's been at most like an hour and a half outside, but they don't look happy to be in this place. They are basically looking like they're begging for a shave.
Come here, guys. Come on.
Alvarez
Distressed
will
horse.
go.
Distressed winter horse sounds.
Alvarez will wait until she pretty much gets them to a more manageable position before he'll take the reins to go.
I'll roll handle animal to get them to come.
Thank you.
Well, I rolled a 10. Plus 11 is 21.
I would say that's enough for Cam, yeah. Let me just get my DM screen. I would say Cam is 15.
I think it is too. I don't have it up though.
Handle animal, where is it? Oh, you're right. I want to say it's this one that doesn't have handle animal on the cheat sheet. It has ride, doesn't have handle animal. Come here, D20.
Come here, D20 PFSRD, my old friend.
Let's see here. Cam is 15, yeah. And I would say they're a bit distressed because of the heat, so 20 and above 20 did it.
Come on, we'll get you somewhere cooler, hopefully.
Let's go to the pub then. Sorry.
It'll probably be best to get them to one of the watering holes. That way they can at least get something cool to drink.
They clip clop.
Take the reins and lead them to, probably not to the bar, but to a better watering hole for animals.
So here's a question.
A stable.
You can lead the reindeer to
water, but you can't make them drink.
That is fair.
I thought we no keep. Why no sell reindeer?
I mean, better make sure to get them to a place that they can survive at least. Unless we're just going to sell them to a slaughterhouse.
I'm very against that.
Then somewhere safe it is.
To be fair, they did kind of just get plucked out of their environment magically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she hasn't told them how they got down south.
We don't know. They appeared with her. They came.
Yeah.
She hasn't mentioned anything of how they're here, what happened to anyone else, anything, so. For all we know, Vivian killed everyone if she wasn't a paladin.
Yeah. We could easily come to that assumption.
You know, the entire party was freaking evil.
Not the entire party.
Definitely not 𝓮𝓵𝓷.
75% maybe, but not the entire.
𝓮𝓵𝓷 will make his way towards...
𝓮𝓵𝓷! Hey, welcome back, 𝓮𝓵𝓷.
𝓮𝓵𝓷's on the abyss,
Alvarez.
but in that case, Alvarez, roll me a will save.
Shut up. Shut up.
No, not really though. Roll me a will save.
Why will save?
Oh, you know.
No, and don't question your DM, come on.
30-20.
So, Alvarez just sort of stands there looking blankly forwards for like a couple of minutes or until someone like nudges him in the side.
Sorry. Alvarez will...
An out-of-body experience, as it were.
Out-of-body experience. Yes, Osirian. We are in the desert lands. He'll guide the reindeer over towards the guards, primarily to inquire about a direction to go for animal safety.
If these guys were superstitious, I would have them running for their hills from seeing devil horses.
I mean, fair. They've probably never seen a reindeer.
Oh, they definitely haven't seen a reindeer.
But basically, why is that horse wearing a rug and has protrusions from its head? Why is that horse horned? That's the weirdest looking horse I've ever seen, mate. Where'd you get that? More importantly, how is it staying alive in this, honestly, desert-like heat? How'd you get it through the desert? Come on, how?
Good question.
Endure elements.
His accent's changed again, wow.
This is why I don't do accents.
Endure elements, and the dude just goes, gotcha. Okay, makes sense.
Anyways, do you know where we can find a place to, at the very
So,
least, let them rest safely?
get rid of.
We're not going to send them to a slaughterhouse.
No one needs slaughterhouse. Just get rid of. So, go away, horse. Go away, horned horse.
Where to guard reap?
I mean, I suppose you guys are kind of at the opposite end of town for that. I mean, I recall there being some stables down at the southern end. I doubt the northern was one of the two. Anyways, there's not much there's not much stables like in town proper. It's more the outskirts. And you're kind of on the wrong outskirt. Points at water. Then again, I do recall. I think there was a crocodile tamer on the harbour or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, he imagined either up north or down south.
To the south it is for a stable. And
So yeah,
I guess Alvarez would be more leaning towards making the way to the stable down south. What about you two?
No opinion. She's just watching you two.
But sorry.
Wow, Alvarez doesn't even
Up,
consider
up.
Oz's opinion. He's just like Reap. I'm proud. Reap will also go south.
I'm Reap, but I'm proud.
All right, down south it is.
Okay. So given that you already went through the restricted zone a good deal already, you just get to do, please take the central road or something like that. And can't necessarily have people thinking we can easily people traffic this restricted area. I mean, there's public safety. No, come on, it's good. It's good, not common knowledge. So on your bike.
That's fair. That's fair. Corgis, come on, we're moving.
We have a shop.
As if the corgis pack up their failed business venture or not. Brain stop. Yeah.
Brain go.
Brain switch gears, please. Use the clutch. No, not that much. But yeah, if the corgis want to pack up or stay a bit and trying to sell a bit more, that is up to them. They have not had very much success in selling their pastries to the city folk. But yeah, as you're walking through the city square, you hear what sounds like a bit of a ruckus nearby. I mean, if you were to perch your ears and try to figure out what it was, it very much sounds like people protesting, mixed in with one person with sort of manic laughter.
Alvarez would look to the group. Where are we on the map as we're moving? And hear this.
You're sort of here in front of the Lotus Palace, and you're noticing. Actually, I suppose you've gone sort of here, and it's one of these offshoots. You can hear it down from. It is getting steadily. More
Louder?
and more loud. Yeah.
It's on the way if we take that road.
Do you really want to bring 2 overheated reindeer into a crowd?
I personally do not want to.
Let's do it.
As you're standing there debating if you just continue following the main road or take the offshoot, you see something coming around, coming into view. And it's a dust cloud, as you see first and foremost, as you see the dust cloud being made by what appears to be a cloud of guards, who appear to be shouting at and chasing a stark nude tiefling just sort of prancing around, just absolutely maniacally laughing. as she takes a route of basically like around here-ish, basically cutting you off with like just running and laughing and laughing and running.
No, let's go. Let's go a different route.
Yeah, I think they have that handled.
Yep.
You're entertaining. It's fun.
No,
It's
thank
only
you.
it's only entertaining if you're not getting scarred. Come on.
Aww.
And we'll guide them down the path towards a stable.
Or at least what do you think is a stable?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty god it is, yes.
Also, I mean, if it's draconic, the kobold definitely understands it.
I would understand, yeah.
I know that's a race
Yeah.
language.
That's also she's with us or not. I don't know.
In that case, roll me a because it's quite a ruckus. Could you please roll me a perception check to see if you catch anything of it?
Sure. $19.
You don't catch all of it. You recall hearing something. You hear something moon.
Hmm.
You hear mention of a moon in that maniacal laughter of his.
Hmm. He shrugs.
But yeah. So you're off to see the barnyard, the wonderful barnyard of, well, not Oz, I suppose, but something similar.
Yep.
You continue walking, and like you definitely notice like the more you get closer to the water, the more you see farmland. Like, or the further you are from the water, the less you see farmland. Like you get to the middle here, and you see what appears to be. Let's see, what is that? 12. Or was that 2 rather? That 2 is an aviary. Oh, you can see big ass bird cage on top of the roof over here.
Food.
But yeah, you generally see like more. You see more shops like that are related to like non-produce and stuff, like around the edges. And the more closer you get to like the outskirts, you see okay, close to the water. Obviously, there's going to be farms and crops and stuff.
Yeah.
And you get a bit further out, and little bit out of city limits, and you see what looks very much like pastures. And you see a herd of camels just sort of smoking cigarettes in an enclosure. Going with that. But no,
Okay.
you see a herd of camels just sort of eating an enclosure. You could imagine like somewhere in this area there is a there's a animal husbandry like farm around here somewhere.
Yeah, more animal.
At the very least, we found the stables. Or somewhere close to it.
Now we get rid of horned horse, reindeer.
Once we talk to the person, yes, of course we will get rid of them.
Good, good. Then we leave.
First, we figure out what we need to do, and probably restock in town.
No, just leave area. Leave from animals.
Yes, we'll leave from here. Hello? Excuse me?
Remind me again, what languages does Alvarez speak?
Alvarez speaks Common, Celestial, and Infernal.
Okay. So you're speaking out loud, and you get a reply in a language you don't understand. And you see what you can only guess is a farmer coming around the corner with some hand gestures, almost like just hand gestures like, oh, all right, I'm here, like, what's up? but you don't understand what the words are coming out of the mouth.
You want to understand what he's saying?
Does anyone here speak Arisian?
No.
No. Is Dane from Arisia?
Avarice.
Dane's not.
Avarice,
Dane is
whatever.
not in the
Even
game.
though he looks like he is. Just saying.
Yeah, I
It's
suppose,
more
yeah,
or less he had to adapt being in the South, okay?
I mean, to be fair, he might have kept to the areas where people could speak common, like in town, like in the shops and stuff, like in more populated areas. You're in rural town now, so
We're in a rural part of the place. I don't understand a single word he's saying. And I don't understand a single thing.
he keeps on saying he keeps on repeating he keeps on repeating a phrase, like actually mumbling. He keeps repeating a phrase, and every time he repeats it louder and slower.
Like concerned, hands up. It's like, I want to
Yeah, like-
understand.
Like hand up behind his behind his mouth, sort of flapping it up and down like dog flaps or whatever, and then just sort of raises both his hands up in the air in a shrug, and adds that, like, even saying it again even slower and louder.
I'm sorry we don't understand you.
Which is funny because he's basically saying the same thing. You know that trend, like when
Yeah.
people like don't speak the language, they just keep on saying "I don't understand you," and they just keep on saying the same thing louder and slower. Like that is somehow going to make people understand. I don't understand you. But yeah,
Well,
this keeps on.
Look,
He keeps on repeating this like a good 5-10 times when a younger lad comes around the corner. Oh, come on! It says something to the large man. Sorry, he's a bit of an stubborn old timer. It's well, he doesn't get into town much to say it like that. He just keeps to his camels.
someone who can actually speak.
That's a bit rude, ain't it? I mean, you came to our place anyways.
I know. I'm sorry. It's been a stressful day.
He very 𝓲𝓫.
Oh,
I'm just. Here's a quick question for Reeb. Is Reeb like a big 𝓲𝓫 fan?
No, this is more insulting, but this is more insulting. You don't do that.
Well-
It's more insulting on a player basis than a character one. I would say, well, they're equal.
well,
hey, what the
looking
fuck changed
for-
my name?
It took you a while to notice.
Shut the fuck up!
To be fair, you can always change it yourself. For those who don't have access to the Discord, I changed a while ago. At the first mention of 𝓲𝓫, I changed Dane's username on Discord,
Discord.
from 𝓮𝓺𝓷𝓴𝓼 to 𝓮𝓺𝓾𝓲𝓵.
Oh, fucking bullshit.
Just be glad you haven't heard Reap say your last name yet.
Anyways,
Hello, we're looking to either stable or sell our reindeer.
reindeer? I don't know what those are, but they don't look like they're liking it. How did I survive the desert?
Endure elements.
And their elements. I endure the elements, but they don't look like they're enduring the elements.
No, they're not right now.
Then how did they get to the desert?
Magic.
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 Okay, I guess that makes sense, but we're not magic. Why did you use magic again? I mean, what?
I kind
So
of can't
you-
transport them back.
Back where? Anyways. They look like they need some very much help. Maybe we can shave them? I don't know. That's gonna be a lot of work. But yeah, what's up? What were you thinking? Just sell these to me and my pal, I suppose? Like, what's up?
Either sell them or just stable them if you do not want to take them.
You can keep. We don't need.
I mean, I suppose we'd rather own them and be able to like get rid of them if we find out they're too much trouble than like just stabling. It's gonna be a bit intensive on our side. Well, here's the thing. What's your offer?
Let me go to the page because I forgot how much we paid for them.
One
Well,
shiny.
these are heavy horses. I'm counting them as heavy horses, and as per that, they're gonna be like I'm gonna say 150, 200, like 200 gold, and that is how much you bought them for, like each.
Well, we're hopefully looking for 200 for both of them.
200? No, way too much. He starts muttering something under his breath that you can't understand. Okay, so well, let's do this, I guess. I'll give you. We're gonna have to like have a whole lot of work like getting these things. Like I don't even know. Like they don't look all that great, so they might
One
spend something
shiny
longer
each.
on top of that.
No.
I would say like at
Three.
most. My father's usually the one who does the haggling. Why is he not here? 100? 100 for both?
Deal.
What the hell?
Woo! Keep it great deal.
Vivian?
We paid 400 gold pieces for them.
And you expect these people here in the rural part of the area to have that money on hand?
Well, I was hoping maybe for 150 for both of them.
It
No.
may
The
not
little boy has
like
already-
go one animal, but
The little boy has already started writing up a contract on the floor.
I understand
Yeah.
that.
they do well here. Why would they want for much shinies?
Reap also has a point. They did mention if it proved too much of a hassle, they'd want to get rid of them as fast as possible. So they need to be able to make a profit. And while I am well aware from what you just said that you spent 400 gold pieces on them, that would be best up north. Down here, though, they're pretty much twice the effort for half the work.
I give
Alright.
them goodbye pets. I know they can't feel it, but
The boy also points at the corgis. Are you thinking of getting rid of them as well? They don't pay.
No.
They're doing too well.
Yes.
they aren't. They're people.
He just sort of makes a scrunched up face, like pulls his head back. Pull the other one.
They're both people.
If you say so, then again, I suppose you're see-through, so you're a weird bunch.
Trust me.
Are you a Pharaoh's ghost? Oh, sorry,
No.
Frogaros ghost?
No. I'm actually very alive right now.
Are you sure? Because I can see right through you.
I had a spiritualist.
They talk.
I told you they're people. They're sentient beings.
They have they have counted the sweets and tea cart behind them all the way ahead and just sort of collapsed.
Like dying of heat stroke, please. Buy our goods. We want the money.
I just want to get this sale over with and getting back to what I was doing. This is getting weird.
That's
Right,
fair.
right. Where do I sign?
Here, twice here, and then if you can manage a blood mark here. Oh, just kidding with you. Just the one place. What do you think this is? Cheliax? Just nervous laughter.
Alvarez will look at the boy, a little confused, before he just
Look.
kind of signs where he was told to. All right, and should we all
Have a good day, mister.
have a wonderful day.
And he gives you he runs away, comes back with a small pouch of 100 gold. And yeah, he also takes he appears to also have gathered gathered them like a razor, and basically just immediately starts the process of getting rid of the outer and inner coat of these reindeer, to attempt to make this
More bearable for them?
Make it more bearable for them.
I feel bad because I think reindeer are double coated.
Yeah, I think they. I would say they most certainly are.
Probably.
But then, I mean, think about it this way: 50 years in the future, you have now populated the entirety of Rizhou with reindeer, with furless reindeer.
Furthest reindeer.
Furthest reindeer.
You mean
First
deer?
the Sphinx, now reindeer. Come on.
No, because deer doesn't have the magnificent horns of reindeer.
Fair.
Yeah.
It is it's basically gonna look like some sort of weird hairless elk.
So just to let you know, a camel is 150 gold pieces.
Yes, and you need 2 to drag the cart.
Yes.
I'm just saying, reap behind them out, he'll sell them for 1 gold. That's
Unless, I mean, you guys got a portable hull now. You could sell the cart.
Yeah, we don't necessarily need a cart, yeah.
No, we don't. We just have all of this animal feed.
It's for raw, you know? It's not carnivorous,
I know
unfortunately,
most
but...
of it is,
yeah, I know. It's not carnivorous.
If you want to sell the animal feed for a quarter of the price, he's also willing to. Actually, no, he'll take the animal feed for half price because he can also give that to the camels.
I don't keep
Trade.
track of inventory.
Trade grass for shinies? Deal.
Let me go and check.
It should be in the wagony wagon, like the front of it, I believe we had that.
Yeah, I don't. I
Uh,
just don't.
yeah, inside the actual
deal
thing
with
it's
it.
not up to date, but I
Let's
think in the
see,
bound
you
info it's up to date.
Let's see, you got. Let's see here. That is going to be 9. 9 times 7. That's going to be 63. 63 portions of animal feed for herbivores.
Okay.
Let's see here.
That's like 6 gold.
63 times 5. That is going to be. Let's see. He'll give you 16 silver for all the feed.
Yeah.
Something.
Indeed.
As I just update the cart now.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Oh, you did it? Okay, awesome.
Inventory is not my realm.
It's not your forte.
No, I can do it. I just don't enjoy it.
Fair enough.
Okay, so yeah, you've done away with the reindeer who are hopefully going to get some help. And best case scenario, you have filled the white sands with reindeer. Congratulations, you're about to destroy an ecosystem.
Invasive
Yup.
species, here we come.
You know what's hilarious? We've left horses in 𝓮𝓼, and we left reindeer here.
We're gonna
But
leave
to be
camels
fair,
in the
the
north
horse-
next.
We
To be
better.
fair, you got the horse like basically in Magnimar.
Yeah, we got
You
it there.
saw
Lost
as well. You got it there. And you also like left it there, so that you get a net gain there. But now, like you have, actually, you know what? Let me open the map and see like how far you managed to drag away this little nugget of being. Actually, yeah. Okay.
Pretty far.
Let us go over here for a little bit. Zoom out quite a lot. So
With a
actually, just
hole.
zoom in on here. You have these reindeer have basically started there and ended up there. They are almost 2,000 miles away from where they started.
Oh my god.
Actually, there we go. So yeah, so like around 1,800 miles away from where you got them.
Well,
So yeah, they are far away from home.
Yes.
all right.
Oh, it's a male and female one. If not,
So Alvarez will set the gold and put it in the Raw's bag for the time being, along with the silver pieces.
To be fair, you would have had to open up the portable hole.
Yeah, Alvarez would have had to anyways, so he's putting all the stuff in the proper places. All right, until we can find out where Ulan is. He shows up again. We should probably stay in town and at least get some stuff done here. Still have
Okay.
I should probably find some stuff for my own work.
I'm hearing shopping.
Yeah.
Shopping for the last moment.
So that brings me into another thing that I would like to do. You guys get to like there. Actually, no. You guys go. Let's go a bit of a different path, just because like just to see how things are. You get by the aviary and you spot like a weird little upstanding rectangular box standing by the side of the road. It looks very much out of place. Did it?
I would go over to it.
This
What's
you look at this. You look at this box, and it has what appears to be like a big glass of big sheet of glass, covering most of it. And inside of it, you see what appears to be shells with tiny, like mechanical mice just standing behind different sort of objects, like small bottles of things, some
let me see.
feathers just laying down, small little rocks that are just glowing like dimly. It is a very weird sight. On the side of it, there appears to be some sort of a button system and some sort of a weird, it's like slim rectangular opening at the side of it. At the bottom of it, there appears to be like some sort of a flapping system. Like you can push it open and you can see sort of like something could be gathered down here, but there's
Where's the
nothing in there.
cranking?
I don't
This is
know.
a
what
fucking
this
vending
is.
machine that you just
Or
put up,
crane game, either
didn't
one.
you?
I don't know
Or
what you're
train
talking about,
game.
Dane.
Okay, this is weird.
The heck is it?
Hmm.
It goes forward and touches it.
To be, you touch it. It's a bit warm because it is metal. A bit of a mixture of metal, wood, and glass. The metal bits are warm. The wood bits are just sort of meh, and the glass bits are glass. But yeah, you do see some labels on it though. Like you see stuff like silver sheen, traveler's any tool, oil of silence, feather token (parentheses anchor). So basically, if you want to get some minor Slotless Wanderers items, you can basically find it in this thing. Like most of them, at least.
I am unfortunately looking for.
Specific.
I have been given permission to buy something
Yeah,
or to
yeah.
update something.
Well, what are you looking for?
I am going to put mercy on my longsword.
Oh, that first, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Alvarez will probably be looking out for some wands.
I have no idea what I even want
You
to
do
buy.
see-
So
You do see one wand that is currently like in this little display thing.
Let's say the name.
Oh, it's a wand of shock. It's a wand of scorching ray with 5 charges.
yeah, it's
I
Henry
see.
2.0.
It's the ammo clip for Henry.
No, it's not a Henry. It's not a branch. It looks like a proper wand, but it does have a little sticker besides it. That's where it's written wonder on it. Wonder on it.
Oh shit! Sorry, that was out of character.
What was that about?
I don't know if you want it, dude.
The Wondrous?
No, Rod of Wonder is amazing.
No,
Yeah.
wonder.
No, it's a wondrous item. It's not wonder.
Oh.
It's a scorching ray wand.
Oh.
No,
Yeah.
it's a wander with an A.
No, wonder.
Wonder.
It's literally like just it's just
Oh,
a
it's
name
name.
tag essentially. Hello, my name is Wonder.
Oh, I thought you were saying wondrous item or something. I didn't mean Wanda.
No.
I thought you were saying Rod of Wonder.
And Dane thought wander. Oh my god.
We got 3 different meanings.
Or technically. Well, that's meaning, my meaning, your meaning, Kage. Lost in translation, wasn't Syrian, obviously.
Yeah.
Wanda, the wondrous wandering wonder.
No, there's Wonder, the rod of scorching ray.
I forget, do
I
wands
spelled
recharge or do they just
wondrous.
break once done?
They usually break
It's
once done.
Well, you say break when it's done. It
I
turns
run out of
damage,
charges.
essentially.
Yeah.
When it runs out of charges, it just reverts like back into an inert wand. Now,
Oh, you can recharge if you. Okay.
a skilled wizard could re-enchant it with something else.
Yeah, we don't got that though.
It is not like you use. I mean, you could say like a badly made wand, when its last charge of scorching ray is used, it burns up into cinders, for example, or it snaps in half with a crack of electricity. But I would say when a wand goes out of charges, it just like remains an inert stick, or it turns into a magical spell component essentially.
Okay.
But yeah, the price tag on Wonder is like 100 gold.
What kind of moron would pick a wand of scorching? I don't know if anyone picked that up.
Not on my spell list. I don't think.
I don't even have use of magic device.
I was gonna say I don't think Reap has a spell list.
He has a
No,
spell.
he doesn't.
He has a spell. He doesn't have a spell list.
Fair.
All right, so Alvarez's point still stands.
He can spell Reap.
I can spell reap. Yes. Yeah.
R-E.
Sometimes he spells it wrong.
He also has spelled stab to death, but that is more physical.
That is
It's
a
like-
somatic
it's like-
casting spell only.
Also, funnily enough, we should mention this
No,
star
it's
thing.
he can add a verbal component to increase his effect, but it's like it's like the chain blade or whatever. The
what's up,
chain
Strife?
spell is just physical
Mention-
damage.
His name's actually supposed to be R-E-A-P, like actual reap, but he misspelled it as R-E-E-P.
Here's the thing. He think he's spelling Reap, but he does the A backwards, so it looks like an E.
Yeah.
I love it. Unfortunately, I don't want this one either. Man, good to know we have a place for saltless items.
Is this? Good.
Let's let to see if we can find the shops we're looking for.
Yeah.
You obviously
Okay.
you need to go find a regular magic shop.
Yeah,
What
I
did
decided
you
I have
need,
to
Vivian?
research what I would even get because I don't know what I get distilled.
That's
Well,
fair. Well, Reef,
we
you can stick with me
were.
then.
Let's see. We were gonna get it so that way Raw would be able to do magical damage, And I was going to upgrade my sword.
All right, then you need to go. Then you need to go and find an enchanter before you come find the magical item shop.
Well, to be fair, you can imagine they being in the same area.
They could be the same shop.
It's they'll probably be near the same area. I hope.
Once you wander around perusing, Vivian hears a familiar bit of clanging in the distance.
Yeah, it's a blacksmith. I start floating towards there.
It's not just blacksmith. I hear a moom.
Well, you don't, because you haven't heard Moom.
I'm not. But out of character, I have.
So as you're walking, to walking towards this hammering, you see a familiar sight of the gang that was chasing the streaker earlier, and she appears to have been gagged and is currently being basically being carried like up in the air by 10 people, by 10 guards that appear to have gotten her under arrest.
Okay.
Good.
You're asking the lawful good person. Or
Yeah,
you're mentioning it to the lawful good person.
the chaotic persons with Dimra still,
Yeah. So you're around the corner, and sure enough, Vivian sees a familiar, absolutely massive slag giant just sort of hammering away at her anvil.
Oh,
It's,
hello.
well, look at you, lassie. Just looking around. You're being followed by a dragon, are you? I kind of would need
Yes.
some help for a current thing I'm working on, anyways.
I'm always
Well-
being followed around by that damn dragon.
Ah. Well, in that case, you might want to set up shop around me. I could always use more components there. Anyways, where's your friends? You appear to be rather lonely since last I saw you. Nothing bad happened, did it? Also, didn't you
I
used to be a
was-
bit more, solid?
And purple. Yeah.
Ah.
Was a little bit earlier today, but
Anyways, people have used to accuse me that I can't say colour for shite, but then again, look at my wares.
yeah.
It's all just metal in the end, I suppose. Anyways, what can I help you with today?
Well, I was hoping to get a certain enchantment on my sword. It's on my frog. I unfortunately cannot touch it right now.
Bit of a
Oh.
weird one, but it will. So, what it'll be? Lopping some heads off, are we?
Actually, the opposite. I was hoping to get it
Healing
merciful.
sword, got it. Reattaching heads, as it were. Just joking with you.
Yeah.
You wanted to be a bit more merciful, is it? Well, I suppose that's
Yeah.
a bit typical for a paladin, but oh well.
Oh.
You'll do what you'll do.
Oh, I'm more of a or I take care of people rather than cut down evil most of the time.
That could have fooled me. Anyways.
Yeah,
Okay, let's
lately
see it.
it's been more the second.
Okay, so right now that sword is just a +1 longsword, is it?
Yes.
So you're gonna have to spend you're gonna have to spend 6,000 to upgrade that sucker.
Yeah, we know. We know. If we have to, we will sell the glass sword to her.
Vivian definitely earned the upgrade, so we're fine with the price.
You watched me 1v1 with a D6.
Yep.
because I already broke the glass sword.
No, you would have you would have broken it if you didn't hit it with when he was attacking. You were attacking with a +1 before. That's when you get the natural one.
Yes.
No, yeah.
During the scarab fight, I
Yeah,
broke it.
you just swapped out mid-fight.
Yeah, and then I decided, fuck it, but I do not deserve the fragile feature.
Switchy scratching my head.
Yeah.
But yeah, what you guys got funds wise?
It's
Actually,
in the portable.
You know what? For repeat customers, I think she would give a bit of a discount. Call it 5,000.
Okay. Well,
And besides,
we had 3,000.
I have a tendency of being bad with handing out gold, so
Yeah, we know.
I try to make up for it.
I just. Is the gold on here? No. Okay. I knew that we had party gold, but
Yeah, we have 1955. So 45 short of 2,000 party gold.
well, we also have the 3,462.
Oh, so then we're short a bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell the glass sword.
Yeah, I kind of have to.
Yeah.
Okay. So selling the glass sword, that's going to net you 9,000 because this is +3 modifier sword.
Yeah.
Now you
So-
are gonna lose the ability to bypass cold iron and what was it? Cold iron and silver with attacking with that thing though.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice, but
You aren't fighting Fae at the moment, or werewolves.
yeah, we're kind of in the desert. I expect mummies and shit. Mummies, bugs, undead.
Well, that makes me happy because that tells me that you haven't read up on desert.
No,
people.
I haven't. I've always wanted to do an adventure here with a different
Well-
character, but
Well, now you're here.
yeah, now we're here.
You came from the mountains, now you're here.
Yep.
No, we came from the shadow plane, and now we're here.
Now, it all depends on how far back you go.
Started from
Fair.
the top, now we're here. You know?
All right, if we want to
no,
start
it-
from the top, I was in a
take it
different
all the way.
universe.
Take it all the way back to 𝓓𝓪𝓷𝓮'𝓼. You started from the bottom, now you're here.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna sell that +3. We're losing gold on it, but that should be enough to cover the +2.
Okay.
Also,
So you now have a +1 merciful longsword and some money to spare
Yay.
as well.
we also have to find someone to buy that lyre at some point, but yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, we also had to sell that lyre.
you are entering
can
the
always
right
ask
spot
them.
to do so.
You could ask
Maybe.
them if you want it. Let me check to see if I actually have some notes on how much I set that LSD lyre for.
You have us of what we believe it's worth anywhere between 5 to 50,000. Vivian specifically believes it's worth about 28,000. But yeah,
Oh yeah, that was it. Okay.
and
Let me
Glock
give
thought
you
it was
notes.
50,000. Jenner 5.
Oh, jeez. I'm running into errors.
It's in the 𝓓𝓪𝓷𝓮'𝓼. The price ranges we thought we got. on
Stop
our
running
rolls.
into errors, Kage.
I can't. I'm attempting to add another D6 to this to make it 2d6, and it just does not like me.
Adding a D6 to what?
Technically, my merciful longsword does 2d6 +3.
Oh yeah, right. Most of them deals an extra 1d6, but that is all non-lethal.
Yes.
I mean, you just in the damage you sort of add plus 1d6 to it. Oh yeah, right. You have a problem. That's where you have a problem.
I'm using a different sheet.
Yeah.
I think I
I mean, you
might
could
have to go to
you could
formula.
You could just add like a second, like just add merciful effect to it.
I don't think I'm gonna get another longsword, so I'm just gonna.
Actually, wait. I mean, could you just when you add stuff to it, do you have to specifically add like oh, you add longsword, longsword, and then it's
It autofills.
2d6.
It
Autofills.
autofills.
No, didn't you just pick a weapon? Can you rename the weapon actually?
Yes, I can rename it, but
Then
it's
can you find something that does 2d6? Like for example, a greatsword maybe.
It's just 5 years
no.
Pathfinder
Once you
too.
type in the original kind, that's what it populates.
And that's what I mean. Like if you just type in greatsword, medium greatsword, that's a 2d6.
No, it's not. It's 1d10. Oh, medium. Sorry, medium. Medium, yes. Medium, yes. Sorry. I was looking at the other part.
Medium greatsword. If you type in a medium greatsword, if it allows for that, that is a 2d6, and just rename it as the +1 merciful longsword.
I'm trying to
Because then
remember
you
how
have-
to do this.
Because at that point, then you have a. At that point, you have a your regular longsword, which is still a +1
Oh, hold
longsword,
on!
that
I
is-
just
that
had to
is
hit
suppressed.
damage to 2d6.
Yay! Keep in mind though, you can, if you want to, you can suppress the non-lethal damage, the lethal,
Yes, I'm aware.
but then you lose the d6.
Yes. The whole point is so that way I don't have to remember to take the -4.
Yeah, no. It'd be nice not to have that extra math. Sorry, enough
Yeah.
While
math.
this is going on, while this is going on, is what is Reap looking for item wise?
That's the thing. I don't know. I have to research what I even want for my current build. Since I'm multi-natural attack, I really don't know what I really want for this.
Well, in that case, I suppose it would make sense for us to end session here then, and basically
Well,
say
there's-
whatever you guys want to. We have
Yeah.
think of what you guys want to pick up for next time.
Yeah, we also need to add a character, figure out what we're selling.
Yeah, true. Because we lost. Oh, besides Reap, most of our party gold just went to the merciful sword, which is worth it. But yeah.
Well, you
No,
say that.
I actually sold the sword.
So we added 4,000.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
sweet,
4,000
sweet.
to the party
Okay.
gold.
Yeah, no, we added money.
Okay. Yeah, so we keep looking now around 3,000 if I even still in the liar. That's good.
We,
Okay.
yeah, we
To
still
be
need to
fair,
sell the
though,
liar.
you
Yeah, we-
also agreed that Raw could have an amulet of mighty fists.
No, I know. I agree to that. It's fine if it costs that for him too.
Amulet of I'm gonna say one thing about that though. You're legally required to rename that into Amulet of Mighty Noms.
I understand my mission, good sir.
I mean, I guess there would be one thing I would at least want before the session ends. Is the how much would it cost to transfer +1 keen battle axe to the whip?
You have the +1 keen battle axe?
Oh, the next session I will.
To be fair, he's right.
Yeah. You will.
I mean, to be fair, you can also just say that the one item you will transfer from this session is the +1 keen battle axe.
That's
Yeah.
also true.
Oh, actually, I should do that too. No, well, I made it in mind to sell for Zacharias.
Because out of all of us, Deanna is the one who's carrying the +1 battle axe. So, question is, how much would it be to transfer the +1 keen?
Is it masterwork?
The whip?
Yee.
It's already a +1, yes.
Okay. So
you
you're
wanna
just
you wanna-
transferring the
you
key.
would- You want to make it a +2 keen? Is that what you're saying? Because that's what I'm hearing.
Yes.
You
I'm
mad
just
lad.
questioning how much it would cost.
Well, I mean, you're essentially making a weapon that is costing 18,000. A weapon that is
Yeah, minus the
You're going-
4,000 for it being +1 already.
I'd only be able to cover 8,000 out of that.
So here's the thing. Oh, okay. 18,000 for a +3 weapon. She does give some penalties, not penalties. Does give some discounts for like providing the magical effect already to transfer it. So I would say like you can go from a +2 weapon to +1 weapon to a +2 weapon. So like moving over the keen for like half price, which is going to be like 3,000. 3,000 to add keen to it. But then going from 8,000 to 18,000, that's going to be an additional like 10,000 on top of that again. If we're going, or 5,000 on top of that again, if you're going based on the rules that I've set in place, which I think is going to be a bit, I don't know. Anyways, it's going to be like 8,000 minimum for you to like make that whip into a +2 keen.
Yeah.
I mean, as of right now, I do have 8,000.
I mean, what else was on your shopping list?
A wand of cure moderate wounds. A handy haversack. +2 keen whip though.
Personally, when it comes to the wands, I'm a bit iffy when it comes to the wands because when it comes to out of combat healing, it is just straight up better to just use wands of cure light. It is way more cost efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah, way cheaper.
True.
Which is the
And
one that
because when you're
Zacharias has
out
right
of-
now.
Which is
Because as far as wands go, like a second level wands is like 4,500 for a cleric wand. For a second level.
It has plenty of charges to last a while. That's my thing.
Yes, they have plenty of charges can last a while, but for the same price, you can get double the amount of healing from a lesser wand. And that is just saying like, okay, we're going to take the 4,000 and we're just going to make that into 4 wands. Actually, I want to say you can get five wands for the same price of 1 moderate, which means that you handily get more than double healing from at least average healing from a lesser wand. The bigger thing when it comes to like, the bigger thing though that is great with a cure moderate wand is that if you are actively healing during combat, it is much better to have a cure moderate wand than a cure light wand because.
And no offense, but you got a paladin that heals better than a cure moderate.
See, for the
spell.
paladin is mad at Gym Rush. The Gym Rush should get a kill.
If the paladin happened to switch out for a moment though, then I could see like getting a cure moderate or a cure serious wand might be decent. But just pound for pound healing wise, it is much better to have cure lights.
Let me be frank with you. I am too lazy to shop. I will be keeping Vivian.
So what I'm hearing is +2 keen whip.
I mean, you could do what I do and just have a trip down the wondrous item magic folder. You can get some lovely like blue boots of a cat, purple boots of a cat.
I could. Yeah, you know, it probably is better to end sessions because now there's so many ideas running through my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, simple is good. Kage.
Simple is good, but wondrous items are amazing.
Wondrous items are indeed amazing, especially when it comes to random things.
And that is before you even put into question like, do you want to have a custom magical item? But yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like your cursed glasses, Dane.
No, fuck that. I would love to sell those cursed glasses.
You wanted them in the first place. You may...
Anyways,
I made a wish
experience.
list and loot.
Today was a quite nice little setup of. Oh well, I like to think a nice little setup of different things that's gonna happen, potentially. I mean,
Vivian's insane.
yeah.
Yes.
On
Yes,
one
she is.
end, like big victory for me. Vivian is
Big
insane.
victory for me.
Yeah, no. When you said that, that they just that Zen'Gurage just disappeared in my hand, and then Deandra, even though she's mad at him, he is a dear friend.
I'm a dear friend. Wow,
Just-
that's an upgrade.
Here's the thing, and as far as insanity goes, my choices was between paranoia and schizophrenia. And I don't know. I don't think just in the long term it might be better with schizophrenia because paranoia,
Hold on, I have a gift for this.
cannot willingly accept aid from others, including healing, unless they make a
Oh,
will save.
yeah,
versus
no.
schizophrenia. I don't think she is at that point.
At that point, the group's gonna split a bit.
Seeing things that is not really there, like that is perfect for how I'm handling the shadow stuff right now.
Just because you said that.
both is good. Eventually, you can be a paraschizophrenic.
Yeah, eventually.
At that point, I want to say that is like moments before, like you stand above towering, like fighting the shadows, like denying it for so long, and then like going big time fail on the will saves and such.
Big time. Oh no, she's
So-
taking.
Like,
so
I
many
cannot
fails.
believe I hit the next rank. What is this? So, what are the ranks called?
At the moment, it's been
Yeah.
a bit touch and go, but if we were
Yeah.
to look at the cheat sheet of Vivian's GM notes, currently they're called Basic, Intermediate, Expert, and the next one, I am honestly unsure what to call, but I'm gonna say either Master. I'm gonna say Master.
Okay.
That
what
makes
I-
sense. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Makage, you do also have the
Actually, you know
biggest
what?
bonus to the will
One moment.
saves.
One moment, let's see
Yeah.
here.
Here's the thing, I can get higher.
Yeah, you can get higher. Reap's never
Okay.
passing these saves for his life.
Okay.
No, you just need crits. It's basically 20, 19, 18, 17, down to 15 for the first one. It's the same
wanna
thing
make
for the
it-
second ones.
I want to make the lines. I want to make the lines basically like name of the Oblivion skills. So
Yeah.
novice, apprentice, journeyman, expert, master.
Okay, so I
because-
finished
Just because of
Journeyman.
nostalgia.
Yeah.
How much EXP did we get?
Oh, that's important. Yeah, we should do that first.
Yeah, no, it's actually very mad at me because I started the formula and I want to change things other places and it
question,
won't let me right now.
Here's a question: is there someone here that is close, like within 2,000 of leveling?
Probably not.
I forget.
Yeah,
At what-
yes,
at
I
what
suddenly
level are you?
agree.
Basically, the only one to answer would be Vivian because the other two
No, I'm having issues with my sheet right now.
I just think I forget. At what level are you fast track compared to the party? I forget.
If you're two levels beneath,
He's
well,
level
if you're
6
two
right
levels-
now.
Okay, if you're 6, you're on normal track. If you're
Normal
5,
medium?
you're
Okay.
on fast track.
Yeah, then he's on normal track. He's still far.
No, I have 2100. Close to 2200 right now.
But yeah, I'm thinking 1,500. We didn't get a whole lot done, but we also got some story stuff done, so there's that.
Oh yeah, no, the story stuff done was very, very well done.
Oh wait. If we're going based on Oblivion rules, then technically you just finished Journeyman, which means you're an expert. Which means there's potentially one more level after this.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is that you had, I had basic, intermediate, master, so we're just gonna put
Yeah.
journeyman.
Yeah, I had where you had master, I had expert, so now it's gonna be Journeyman.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
So,
So-
when in
I-
doubt, look for the skill mastery in Oblivion. Then we know.
So I would like
I
to
couldn't play
say
Oblivion.
thank you all for tuning into today's stream. I appreciate all of you for coming and whatnot. And
Likewise.
we are going to go raid out. I'm actually going to set up a poll, and everyone can decide who the fuck we raided to. So we
No,
got
I
three-
left.
So of course Kage does because she's a biche.
He doesn't want the
No,
extra panel points.
I'm also about to go sleep. Why
That
do
is
I
also
need to
fair.
watch someone else?
I'm gonna go get some food. I think.
That's a good idea.
Probably a good idea, yeah.
Yeah, that's
I'm
always a
kind
good
of
a
idea.
lot
hungry
ahead of
too.
me.
But yeah, I honestly don't know what you want to get for this character. He technically just needs one amulet for his natural attacks, and then just needs some armor, and that's it. I think that's like literally.
I'm legit just also kind of confused as to what to get now because I was so gung ho on going for +2 Keen Whip, and all of a sudden, oh shit, 8,000! I could buy more shit like that.
Also, there's rings.
Fuck rings.
There are rods.
Rods are always
I don't have
nice.
used magic device for this character, so.
I was partially
Yeah.
hoping you'd go with the same response you did earlier, and I was gonna go kinky.
So
Fuck
there
rods,
is
kinky.
a ring of force fangs.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a ring of the rat, which gives you a bite attack, but also makes your face more ratish.
Does it improve bite attacks? Because I have
it
bite attack, I
does.
believe. Like, I would say I have 3 attacks as a callable: tail, claws, and bite.
Ring of Rat Fangs. It gains a 1d4 piercing damage for normal types, 1d3
Hey, Dane.
for small. I'm gonna
What?
say personally, then yes, it would improve if you already
Okay.
had bite.
Look at that.
What?
Oh,
I
Ring
just
of
sent a
Hearing.
link.
You can use that to make meats and such.
No. Well, yes, I guess, but no.
Well, let's see.
Increases
What?
maximum healing by 2, so 1d8 plus 5 turns 1d8 plus 7.
Okay.
I mean, it's expensive.
Oh, fuck yeah, it is.
Personally,
They definitely know though.
this definitely feels like something you would get at a lot higher levels. Like,
Yeah.
the suggestion was like, oh, like with heal. I feel like for 8th level, that might be a bit like too rich for the blood. Like, because I mean, yeah, sure, you could say at lower levels, like numbers, like smaller numbers, like are a lot more. Smaller numbers are a lot more helpful, as it were.
Mm.
But we're just talking about +1s and +2s, and depending on how you look at things, a +1 to healing is nothing. I mean, you could say, yeah, it can help, but then again, also, like, it's not going to do it's like, you're not going to notice that a lot.
It
I mean,
depends.
you need to do what? Like, cast Cure Light Wounds, like, 5 times to just get a benefit of one bonus one.
Looks like Strife wins this one. All right, let's finally get to the stream ending part.